it set up the night before, and I ran tests for like
I reckon my house
and
would handle 720 without dropping a frame.
Right. Now that you're on the NBN.
Indeed.
And I believe John's experiment with new providers ended badly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is just no such thing as good internet in Australia, pretty much. Apart from the NBN isn't very good.
Yeah.
And even that's not like a blazing upload speed. You said it was 10 or something? 10 megabits? That's, yeah.
Gosh. I mean, we're dropping half our frames.
So that's much, much more than I was, and now we're running at like a quality that's about half of what I was. So there's something else going on. And your actual upload speed is pretty good. It's like 1.4 megabits per second. So I don't know. I don't know about Twitch.
Oh well.
What do people say? Is it doable?
Not yet. Keep letting us know what we're like.
If people pause and then play again,
that's right.
After
and then
waiting a couple of seconds, it buffers and they'll get a slightly smoother.
Is that right? Yeah. Is that the thing? There's something you do and you don't do some other thing. Like you don't hit refresh, I think.
No,
you have
don't
to watch,
hit refresh.
You have to watch the ad again, and it tries to. Yeah. I think you just pause and play again or something.
But yeah, that's usually fixing it if your internet is slow as the viewer, not if
Our internet.
it's the problem's at our end.
Sort of going down to 0 all the time.
I wonder why. That's odd.
So what's running in your thing?
Mine keeps freezing like every 10 seconds, audio and video now, getting moments of movement and then a second of stopped.
So no improvement.
So, you know, like, can I close that?
Yes.
And like, who knows? I know Dropbox is not syncing. It's not a syncing. What is it syncing? Any other programs that might be accessing?
No.
So
But that processing power shouldn't be the problem.
no, it's just like if there's something downloading Windows update or something, you know. Yeah, it's dropping more frames if anything. So it's not, decreasing the quality is not increasing our reliability of connection. So it's dropping frames.
It's like your whole
It's
your
just dropping out.
Right.
going in
So
fits and
strange.
starts, which might be a problem.
With the way the router works or anything, yeah. Like it's like the way this computer's connecting, the router's going, oh, I'm going to pay attention
How
over
strange.
here. Oh, I'm going to pay attention over here.
Yeah, or it could even be a problem out in the street.
Yeah.
Okay. So many problems between us and you.
Yes. A cable literally lying on the bottom of the ocean, in fact. There could be little fish swimming by. How many people are there?
Probably less than they were before.
Yes, right.
Six.
Six people. 6 lovely people.
Thank you.
Hello,
Love
6.
you. You mean that?
No, I think audio is going okay, but
Yes.
any more comments?
Is the audio going all right?
Yeah, audio is in sync.
Okay, what's a Twitch audio called?
Live podcast.
And that's the thing. If they're happy enough to see a sort of a still updated like webcam, old-fashioned days sort of occasional updated stillibus, then you know, maybe that's fun and getting to hear us in smooth audio. So can you confirm that you're hearing good audio?
Yes, please.
Yeah,
Because that's
I
pretty
think
fun.
everyone has said
if
audio's fine.
If we can
video's
interact
the
on
problem.
if we can interact on the Twitch on the chat
Audio.
thing and via audio, then that's pretty fun.
Yeah, maybe we just carry on. I don't think we can do much more to make it.
No, I've made the image kind of quite blurry. Is that?
Yeah.
It seems like.
And is it working? Because everything's turned off now. So.
Yeah. No. It's just the same as it was before.
Yeah. There's been some improvement from the beginning. Was 1 frame every few seconds. Now a second of movement followed by some drops. Audio is good. Audio is fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Let's just stick with the audio then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna move across this screen and like the flash appearing at different points as I go through.
All right.
Well, we do apologise, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us, and hopefully we can be as entertaining just with audio as we are.
Yes.
So do you want to hit? I mean, this is not going to get up onto Twitch either, so this will be unusable to put over to YouTube. So do we want to hit start recording and experiment with seeing if you can write it to disk as well? Presumably you've got lots of disk space. So hello everyone. My name is Ben.
So
Ben needs a character.
We're looking for a Roman name for Ben.
We had multiple other games planned for today, and since we have our team of Dicestormers has been decimated, we've ditched some ideas and rearranged. Hence, the game that I wasn't going to participate is now appeared, and so you're going to help me write my character.
We have some names. We have some
names.
names.
Oh, do we? What are the names?
Excellent. Should we rather than I choose judiciously
Well, I
from
think-
them, can we just count how many names there are and I'll roll randomly?
No,
and see what I get?
because it's a Roman.
It's a Roman.
You get 3 anyway, so we can
Okay.
easily add more. I think we're just going to have them all.
Excellent. So what's a name?
We've only got one so far.
Oh,
Ah.
have we?
Oh, if you want to have Ben's name,
Aulus. A-U-L-U-S.
A-U-L-U-S, Aulus.
I'm going to write that down straight away.
It means little grandfather.
Yes.
A-U-L.
U-S.
While you're
Oh,
doing names, should we get you some stats?
Yes.
Yes.
How do
So-
I do stats? I know. Yeah.
You need those 3 red D6s that look like D12s but are D6s.
Pretty.
And you need to roll them.
Yep.
And whatever you get is going to be your strength, con, power,
Excellent.
dex. And
Oh, I'm not very strong.
9.
9.
so that's the strength. Again
That's
for
really low.
again for con.
Again for con. 9.
You.
Again for pow.
I am the power.
Pow.
9.
Power is like my
that's-
magical power. Is that right?
Yeah.
Phew. 10.
And dex.
Dex.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
Dex.
thing you're not rolling a D&D character.
This is going to be huge. This is going to be amazing.
Hey.
Hey, we're better than those.
12.
12.
Yeah.
That's good. You need that. And app. What's app? Appearance.
Appearance. Yeah.
Appearance. Wow.
Well, wait till you roll.
Character,
Until you roll it.
character
Just-
and player are different.
Different.
Yeah.
So I'm not the
You're not the
player.
character.
I'm just the character.
Yeah.
Stop blurring the line. Stop
Watch
blurring
this.
the line.
You want to know how different they are? Because this
Yeah.
is how different they are. You just watch.
Okay.
It's going to show
Watch, you roll an
reality.
18.
13. Okay, that's not
That's
amazing.
pretty good.
It's
It's not
not. It's
great.
not quite actually. Yes.
All right. For size, you roll 2d6 plus 6.
Excellent. So I'm going to turn this to 6 because
Oh,
it'll
yeah.
feel good to see one of those.
Right.
And then I roll the other 2. Oh,
Ooh, that's not bad.
I'm large and attractive.
And again, 2d6 plus 6
This is fun.
for
This is-
int.
This is a tutorial of A, how to build a Cthulhu character, but B, how to not roll a Cthulhu character.
So another
2d6 plus
another
6
6.
for
Take another
intelligence.
6.
Oh, okay, 6.
Take a 6.
These are cool dice. Oh, what's this? Intelligence.
14.
14 for intelligence.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
So I'm bright, large, and good looking.
All right, and 3d6 plus 3 for education.
Okay.
He's gonna.
I don't know why
I
I'm.
love he's taking all the numbers.
I put down a 3 in
14.
case you couldn't
14
see. 14 for what?
education.
I should listen at the beginning when you tell me what it is I'm rolling,
Um,
so then I don't have to ask.
All right,
you.
the rest you just calculate. So your sanity is your power
Yep,
times
yep.
5.
Power times 5. 10 times 5.
Ooh,
I was worried it was going to be like
Oh.
14. I can do that. That's 50.
Well
That's
done.
not particularly big.
In your
Idea?
idea is intelligence times 5.
14 times 5 is 20 times 50 is 70.
Power times 5 is luck.
50.
And education times 5 is knowledge.
Knowledge, education is 70. Okay.
They're
that's
easy.
good.
They're right
I
next
like
to each other. And the Cthulhu. Oh, hang on. Add strength to size for your
Strength
damage bonus.
to size. Strength is 9 and size is 14. Sort of big and weak.
So then you need that. hang on,
23,
you
yeah.
need to look that up in here.
Okay, 23.
23 plus 0.
Some really good names coming through.
Oh, great. What are they? Tell me.
Value added tax.
Value.
Value added tax. I like
Value
that.
added tax.
Yep.
Musicus Gaius.
Yeah, I like that.
Atticus Fiscalis.
Ooh.
Nice.
I like Musicus Gaius.
Yeah. Titus Furious.
Titus. Furious. Yeah. Any more?
Primus Morticus.
Primus.
As in the first to die.
I think so.
Yeah.
I hope this Latin is as good as J.K. Rowling's Latin in her spells.
Yes, yes.
It
Latinus
will be.
Mangulatus.
And Optimus Primus.
Optimus.
Of course.
Oh, well, see, they're all great.
They're all really good.
And you can use all of them.
Roll a 1d6, please. Because
Okay.
we can call him Aulus, Muscius, Atticus, Titus, Primus, Optimus, Valuator Tax, Viscalis, Furious, Mordicus, Primus. So your name, I think we're just going to call you Aulus, but you are
Yeah,
Aulus,
Aulus.
Musicus, Atticus, Titus,
Musicus,
Attica.
Atticus, Primus,
Primus,
Optimus, Valuator Tax,
Value add tax.
Viscalis?
What's the Viscalis joke?
Oh,
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Tell us if you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're not making, very, very bad taste Latin jokes. Furious,
of all those-
Morticus.
Furious Morticus.
Yeah.
I'm having to go around the corner on my character sheet.
You are.
That's the best part.
Morticus.
Yep.
Excellent. Hello, my name is Aulus Musicus Atticus Primus Optimus Value Additax Viscalis Furious Morticus.
There you go.
What accent did they have when they spoke English?
So they are all of the recruits on the Roman wall by the end of the Roman Empire were not from Britain. So chances are that you were from a Germanic tribe originally. So these two are from the tribe of the Tungri originally, which is a Germanic tribe. So you, so what has happened? Tungri, Tungri.
Yep.
And so what's happened is that they have run into some Picts who have decimated the remainder of the camp and taken it over, and these guys have sort of gone and met the Picts, and they discovered that one of the Picts was not a Pict. He had gills, so he was in touch with the Deep Ones.
Yeah.
And so you, meanwhile, Aulus, you have been on another path.
Devoid of skills.
You are not Aulus there.
Yes. And I'll just
So you need some hit points.
Yep.
Which is your con and size divided by 2.
Con and size. Okay, so pause
Yeah,
that
average
idea.
of con and size.
Average.
Con and size. 9 plus 14 is 23 divided by 2 is 12.
Do you round up or down?
I totally rounded up.
He definitely should round up.
Yes.
It actually says that. Round up.
Oh, there you go. Round up. Phew.
Yay!
What
Your
addition-
magic
what-
points
what-
are
Lots.
your power. Just equal to your power.
Not very much.
Well, they start equal to your power. And
Is
then you
anything coming through on the
lose
chat
them.
about?
and your sanity points are equal to your san.
So we also need to know, everyone, where I should put my skills into. So there are lots of choices. You can imagine that skills that a Roman could have. Bargaining and civics and climbing, concealing and crafting and driving. My chariot! Empire, fast talk, first aid, hide, insight, jump, all those sorts of things. Library, use, listen, medicine, natural world, navigate. Oculi. What's oculi?
Looking.
Couldn't they have just said... Oh no, I read... It says occult.
Wow.
Maybe your education roll is lower than you thought.
No, I think it's the eyesight. It's the looking.
Oh my
That's
God.
ironic.
Your oculi is
Nice.
So you need an occupation.
Other kingdoms, persuade, pilot boat.
Mm-hmm.
Before we get to your skills, we need an occupation.
Occupation. Occupationists.
So you're a
sorry.
soldier, but you have another occupation as well.
Soldier.
So you get to choose that.
There's a list here
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hang on.
somewhere. Where are
Is
the
that-
sample occupations?
So start putting some suggestions.
Yeah,
where I
can
should
we have
put
a
my
Roman
skills.
Roman occupation for Ben in his spare time in the Legion?
I could be a D20 maker.
But they did have D24s.
I'm very aware of that. It's very cool.
'Cause they
Somebody
had
wants
all-
you to take knowledge pottery.
Knowledge pottery. Done.
That is a great idea.
Where's
you could be a
knowledge?
potter.
Yeah, you could be a potter.
Sample
could be a potter.
occupations.
There you go. You could be a potter. I think you haven't got the
How much is the maximum I can put
you've
into
got the
any
main
one
core
skill?
rule book. You haven't got the Invictus,
Mm.
so you've got the whole pile of occupations that are not
Oh,
Roman there.
How many
Do
points? How many points do I
Yeah,
get in total?
I gave you the core.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
That's right.
Yeah, because you could be a journalist.
Yeah,
which I
that's
don't
like-
think it's particularly Invictus-ish. You could be a musician.
Well, Potter works.
I like Potter.
Mm.
Is that an option in the?
I'm sure it is. Pottery is essential.
Is it in Invictus? In
occupation.
occupations?
Artisan?
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. I'm a potter.
Artisan.
Is pottery an option?
And I don't have Harry in my name.
Trained craftsman?
So there's listed in the
I will
in
start calling you
here
Potter.
the
then.
skills that
Potter!
you get. which is
Potter!
So,
occupation
There's a
skills.
big total number of skill points I get, which is
Yeah,
equal
which
to
is your education times 20.
woo. Education times 20 is 280. Good. And then did you put some sort of limit on how much maximum you can put into each individual skill?
No, not really. I don't think. What's the maximum you've got in one of yours, Derek?
How many did you add?
Guys?
60.
You added 60 to one individual
No,
skill.
no,
60
I've-
60 is a total.
60 is my highest.
70 is my highest.
There you go.
made up of adding 70 in?
No, just for my spather, I've got 70, and for my sphere, I've got 65, and they're from scratch because they're weapons.
Yeah, I've
There you go.
got 65 and then
So
the
you-
Labra too.
Yeah, you end up having to
There you
throw a chunk
So
at a
small
weapon.
knife where it says 25, does that mean I've already got 25 in it?
Yes.
And the skill points that I've got here also need to be spent on weapons individually, is that right?
Warren Koo wants you to be a bard.
A bard.
A pottery bar.
A potter bard.
I
make
think an artisan
ocarinas.
is good.
Is the ocarina, when was the ocarina made?
Oh golly, probably. Well, there are pottery. You know, there's
Pottery
there's
flutes.
pottery flutes. Yeah, you could easily.
Oh.
Well, given that you're Aulus, you could play the Aulus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's an aulus?
It's a pottery flute.
yeah.
Oh man, come on.
Oh,
Do we feel like we've learned today? Bold
if you
audience.
haven't, you will.
Bravely
So-
coming.
You've got proficiency in these skills if you'd like to know.
Okay,
them
good,
down.
good.
Oh,
Accounting.
Account. Thank
You can
you.
just put a tick in the.
yeah, just a
Oh,
tick.
where?
Is it a tick?
Yeah.
Well, no, the tick means you've used it and now you can try and get
Oh,
extra,
that's right.
extra points.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm
but
going
you
to put
could tick them now and then rub the ticks out
Yeah,
when you
I could.
finish making your character. That's what I do.
Okay, good. I'm going to put an asterisk next to the word.
Art.
Art, well, obviously. Excellent.
Bargain.
Bargain, I like that.
Craft.
Craft, yes. We've
So
done,
you've got
we've done
arts and
pottery.
crafts.
Arts and crafts.
But,
I'm
but
not gonna
not
go
but
out.
art bargain craft. So that,
Art and crafts.
Empire.
Empire. That's
They're
it.
alphabetical.
They're alphabetical order.
Fast talk.
Fast stalk. Is that like a stalk that's a far way away?
Yes.
No.
Fast
Persuade.
stalk. That was terrible. Persuade under P. Excellent.
Right language.
Right language.
Yes.
Oh.
Which presumably means Roman?
the Latin.
Latin?
Latin.
Latin.
Cool. I can read presumably then, as
Yeah,
well.
you'd be able to
Yes.
read. Right.
Genius. So I'm going to divide my. So yeah, and I need to reserve skill points for weapons. is that
So
right?
no. So
I
you.
fight solely by headbutting. Can I do that? No.
You
Okay.
could. Well, you could throw pots at them.
So
pot-
you get.
Pot lob.
You get. It's confusing, isn't it? You get 20 times education for
For skills.
the skills that you have as your occupation, and then you get another 10 times intelligence for others. So just for the ones you've asterisks, that's how you allocate your 280.
Oh, okay. Good.
So you can start allocating your 280.
And what's your intelligence? 14.
Yeah. So 280 points just on those asterisks.
And then another
And then
140 on the
140 on
non-asterisk.
something
1,
you
2,
choose.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Aren't we all
It should be
learning?
8.
280 divided by 8.
Whoa. That's a calculator for me.
It's
Unless
a bit
someone
like
can chat and beat me.
34 or something.
280.
35, in fact.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm doing it by calculator.
35
'cause
exactly. Yes.
It's a bit like 34 because
It's a bit like 34
exactly.
because it's one more.
I have. There's a thing called perfect pitch where someone can sing a note and you can tell them precisely what the note is. I don't have perfect pitch. I have pretty good pitch. We call it in my house because I can consistently choose exactly one semitone off what the note is. So that you could sing me any note and I can tell you a note that's either one semitone lower or higher than.
But you never get it
No,
right.
I never
Don't you,
get it
don't
right.
you actually put that through to your brain and go,
Yeah.
say one lower, higher?
That's right.
just
Because then
because-
then 50% of the time I'd be bang on and I'd be a whole tone off, which would be a bit embarrassing. So yeah, but it's quite reliable.
Only in
Pretty
perfect
good-
pitch
pretty good
embarrassment
pitch,
zone,
that's
which I'm
right.
sure it's more embarrassment zone.
Alright, you should probably start allocating some points.
Yeah.
Excellent. Which
So-
means you
Now-
can probably and then
Are,
sorry.
are they seeing us all right, or are we just
So another
sound?
100.
Yeah, I think we're still lagging, and
Oh,
but
man.
but I think audio is okay. Just
Yeah.
let us know if
Good.
it's not.
What's the other 100?
For extra skills, is that right?
100 and... No, another 10 times
Because
intelligence.
you'll note, if
100
you see the
140.
still image, that there is authentic Roman artifacts actually on the table here, including pottery, and we've got some Roman arrowheads, some Roman
Don't
dice,
get distracted,
some Roman
Ben.
glass, some
We're
lead
waiting
sling
for you to make a
bullets,
character.
some actual. I don't. Well, let me try. Let's see if that makes us out.
I tried. Yeah, right. 35.
So the audience is getting suspicious that this whole thing is an elaborate ruse to teach us about ancient history.
Yes.
Nice, nice.
Mary's
It
life
is.
was
It's
pretty
not.
much-
It's not an elaborate ruse. It's actually quite out there.
That's
It's
right.
pretty. There's no ruse involved.
Excellent. So go back to the exposition which you were doing.
Okay,
and
so
then I shall
what we
distribute
have,
them.
of course, is in the early 5th century AD, Rome abandoned Britain and left it to itself. And so each of them has received what's known as the Rescript of Honorius, which is actually recorded by one of the historians that we have. which says, to the Civitates, that's the cities, of Britannia from His Imperial Majesty Flavius Honorius Augustus, greetings. In regard to your request for aid in the face of incursions of the Picts, Scots and Celts, and the Saxons from the sea, we regret to inform you that none can be spared. Rome is threatened by the Visigothic horde, led by their vile king Alaric. You must look to your own defence. Farewell.
Nice.
So each of our soldiers has received that, including Aulus here.
Thank you.
And
So this is world-shaking news,
this
right?
this is shattering. This is kind of, well, what do we do? We've served Rome, we've served the emperor, we're loyal to the emperor, and suddenly you've taken it off us, and here we are stuck, 200 miles in the north of Britain, away from the nearest escape point.
Yeah.
So you guys have to make your way back. Of course, Rome has roads. Rome has some very, very beautiful straight Roman roads.
Yeah.
But you have no idea what's going to be in your way, on your way.
So incursion means that they've been breaking
invading.
through the wall.
They've been invading.
Variously,
Well, they've been going through
Around
the
the
wall, around the
wall.
wall,
Ah,
down the
those
coast.
sneaky.
So you guys have been left to defend Britain for the last sort of 40, 50 years, and they've been taking more and more troops. So you're the last remnant of troops on the border, and so basically you can't do anything to stop these raids and these incursions. And now you've been told, well, you're on your own. So you're freaking out, and the decision that these guys made, because there were only 4 of them left in their entire fort,
Yeah.
out of potentially 3,000 men. The 4 guys survived because they were on a mission at the time. They decided that they were going to make their way back to Rigodulum and Rochester down in the very, very bottom south corner.
But that's a long
And
way.
this is where
That's
the
a long
wildlings are, right?
That's where. yes, that's the wall.
Right.
Is the. So you potentially, if you're going to extend that, you were at Castle Black.
Right.
You were the 4 men left of Castle Black, and you
And
decided.
it was a very big fort where we were at, wasn't it?
It was big enough to house 5,400 men.
Yeah.
And over time, the size of the legion shrank down to sort of about 3,000. So you're the last 4 left. Meanwhile, you, Aulus, you're at one of the other forts on Hadrian's Wall, and you're the only one left of your unit.
So they've actually sort of gone, and they've marched off south.
You were working on a really nice pot.
Yeah, you were.
You didn't look up.
Hey everybody, I finished.
Yeah. You were so you.
Where's everybody gone?
You were in the pottery section of the fort, which every fort had. And so when you were there furiously, and everything's around you, and you were in the zone. You didn't notice the Picts pouring over the walls.
They were killed.
Yes, yeah. So basically, what
did I
happened?
hide?
I think you probably did hide. Yeah, you absolutely hid, because
Bravely.
what you discovered, you hid bravely. Yes. What you discovered is basically what these guys discovered. So in every Roman fort, as you would know because you're a soldier, the central building
That's
is
Housestead.
the central building. Oh, that's where they're at. They're at Housestead.
I've been
The central building is the Principium. This one here.
Mm-hmm.
What you discovered was the same as what Gaius and I wrote it down. Spurius discovered was all of your soldiers, your compatriots had disappeared, but there was a whole pile of footprints leading into the Principium, and none coming out.
That's a bit weird.
Yeah.
Weirdness doesn't even begin to cover what we discovered after that.
Okay.
It got worse.
So then I'm alone in my fort.
You're alone in your fort.
Is it a fort of comparable size to Housestead?
Yes,
or is
yes,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
So there's one of 7 of those along the.
Sorry, you're
Hadrian
seriously
Wall.
saying so? Everyone in the fort, was it a fully stocked fort?
No, not a fully stocked fort.
No, it was already
was
diminished.
Diminished and denuded, but there's.
And what about
several
animals
hundred.
and things?
There's nothing, and you were in the zone, and then you were in the hiding zone. So
Yeah,
you
terrified.
didn't find.
Bravely.
So there's a whole pile of footprints leading livestock away, and then there's a whole pile of hobnailed Roman, which you recognise because that's what you were wearing on your feet, Roman boots leading into the Principium, but nothing coming out.
So if I were so Housestead, which direction is Housestead, and how far away?
Housestead's
is it?
in the middle. You are.
Good idea.
Ooh. Fancy.
So here's England.
Can you see the north? Can you see the north in your image?
And then there's this line across here, which is Hadrian's Wall, which was this kind of point where the Romans got to and were like, screw this for a joke. We're getting like, it's too difficult to go any further north, and who wants Scotland anyway?
So, where our guys are, they're in the middle here, and they're going to be there.
Yeah. And am I far away from Housestead?
You're over here.
And is Housestead bigger than everything else? Or is it like a central
Housestead
point?
is one of the legionary forts, so it's really quite big. You're at Vindora.
Uh-huh.
So these guys are actually, they're in the middle here. So if you actually head, you don't know this, of course.
Well, I might head towards Housestead thinking that it was going to be fine and I might be able to find support or...
All right.
Fantastic.
Did they get that?
Yeah.
There were some pretty cool images we could hold up as well.
Yes, yes, I have those.
Hold these up.
And that's the entrance to the fort. If you want to give
So,
them some imagery.
yeah, I sort of am going to collect... So most of the equipment's all available and everything? And
So you've got your equipment.
I've got the weapons table for you.
good.
You've got your barrack room.
Lobbing box.
But you've got this you've got your all of your this, and it's very eerily silent in your fort. And you've got all these footprints.
What time of year is it?
This is August, I think. Was that what it said?
August?
Did it say August? No, it didn't say August. Yeah, late summer.
Late summer, so there's no snow.
Nope.
Maybe
Nope.
some frost.
Perfect time to be travelling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no, handy.
I guess in sort of
Perfect time for the.
mild panic and I guess I need to at least tell someone what's happened. So I'm going to sort of put furs on and collect some wine skins
Okay.
and
Who are you going to tell?
food and I'm going to head off towards Housestead. Yeah.
So the most logical place would be where your commanding officer is, which is in the Principium, which is the room where all...
Oh, so I'm assuming that I've already gone sort of all round and discovered that no one's there.
So you're going into the Principium?
No, I know. Not if
Not if the keeper wants me to.
I imagined I opened the door and saw footsteps in there and called in. And
If you open the door,
yeah.
Then the sight that beholds you is essentially a pile of what you assume were your soldiers, and they've all been skinned.
Oh!
Can you roll for sanity, please?
Oh!
Start like we meant to continue in Call of Cthulhu.
He hasn't even finished his stats.
Oh,
yet.
does he have any sanity?
Yeah,
I do.
He does.
I need to roll
89.
above or below.
I think you probably rolled above with an 89.
I think you're supposed to roll below.
Oh no! So
No,
after I finish
So
throwing up,
as you lose sanity,
it has become harder and harder to roll
Yeah.
below.
it becomes
That's right,
harder and
yeah.
harder. So
there you go. Well,
So after I finish throwing up,
you
I lose 1d6 sanity.
no, just 1d4.
1d4.
You lose 3. So essentially, all of your compatriots have been skinned. Now,
Oh, man.
Gaius and
There's no accounting for the Scottish.
Gaius and Spurius, they know that because they
Yeah.
they experienced and saw the same thing. What do you do?
Well, I throw up for quite a while, and then sort of shake and that's when I decide that I need to head out and try and warn Housestead or connect
Do you
with
do
one of
it?
the neighbouring
Do you do a
forts.
count or anything of the rough count of the bodies?
I don't think I'm too afraid
Too
to go
afraid?
in there.
Okay.
I do religious symbol things, like the
Okay.
equivalent of crossing myself to defend myself from the...
Yeah, there's no chickens, so... Mind you, you're Christian by this point, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, I am
Crossing
Christian. I'm crossing myself like
No, I like the religious symbols. Luckily, the fact is that there's no one else around to see
That's
that
right.
you are, in fact...
I get confused.
And then
you're an apostate.
What is it?
and,
Wallet, nickel, tie and testicles or something? Or?
I'm not sure. Yeah, because
Cool.
Eastern Orthodox is there.
Ah.
So
Well, I arm myself.
Okay, so so you would have
Rock
javelin
thrown, I like
and sword would be your
Yep.
weapons. If you're a potter, you're probably not going to become proficient in too much else. And
So-
you make your way.
Yeah, I sort of there are spirits.
Yes.
I'm going to sort of head off, head off, just basically following the line of the wall.
Okay.
Are there other forts in between us and Housestead?
Yes, so they've all been abandoned. They've all been the doors smashed in.
Everyone's skinned.
Well, only if you go into the.
No, well,
Principium
yeah, I'm
of
going
those
to
forts.
make a
Yes.
great leap and
Yes,
I'm not going to approach them.
as far as you know, and as you make your way to Camadulum, not Camadulum.
where are we?
You're up here.
we started out at Millet.
Yeah, so you're going to make your way to
Just following the wall along.
You're following along the wall along. These guys have come this way, and so you're going to start heading down this wall.
Right. I might run into them.
So you probably end up in
in
Vindora. If you end up in Vindora, which is your logical path that you would take, so you would head west and then south, and these guys headed east and then south. You walk into this kind of camp. So the other thing, of course, is that there are, as you walk. Now, how do you travel? Do you just go, or do you rest, or do you hide during?
So how many days walk is it to get to where I'm intending to go?
You would by yourself 20 miles. You're getting there in a day.
So I imagine I'm in a reasonably paranoid state and sort of a bit jumpy. Is the countryside populated on the southern side of the wall by happy deer and?
Should be.
Yeah. Okay. So that makes me feel a little jumpy.
So is it night?
That's what I'm trying to establish.
Okay.
No.
Whether you're just walking during daylight hours or whether you're.
No, I would equip myself. I would sort of equip myself in the fort and head off in the morning, first morning.
Okay.
I mean, what I imagine is that the Picts have attacked and brutally, sort of gone mental, and there's no reason to think anything particularly supernatural has taken place.
No.
Apart from a really gruesome attack,
Okay.
and as I said,
They skinned everyone, dude.
yeah,
I mean,
no accounting for
But
primitives.
They're barbarian.
Yeah, there's a reason we built this wall and didn't bother going any further. There's only so much you can civilize people.
All right. So you walk your.
I set off in the morning,
Okay.
and I would definitely, once I start to notice that there's no animals everywhere, I would definitely keep to kind of ridge lines and not ridge lines, just behind ridge lines,
Yeah.
streams
Walk
and things like
along.
Hello!
Place.
that. Come and kill me!
Okay. So it gets to dusk on the first day of your walk. You are
Yes.
very close to Vindamora. You know if you push on into the twilight, you'll get there, and you should be there at nightfall. But you haven't seen anyone or anything in your journey thus far.
And I have walked past other forts that also seem
all the
deserted.
forts and all of the fortlets looked to be completely abandoned, somewhat painted in what looked like red paint, but you didn't investigate.
So there could be bands of roving Picts south of the wall
there could.
cleaning up. Yeah. Well, I think the best thing would be to get to where I'm going as quickly as possible.
You're going to keep pushing on?
Absolutely, totally.
Okay, cool. You push on.
It's an evil grin.
Evil
Which
smile.
is worrying.
All right, so so you know where you're going because these Roman roads, you know all those roads lead to Rome, so you know where they're they're heading. As it turns to dusk, you do indeed hear the ominous howling of wolves.
Oh, do you have that on Siren's game?
I do.
Ominous howling of wolves.
Howling of wolves.
I've been so caught up in the story, I've completely stopped
Making a character.
making a character.
Now in Vindamora,
yes, where we are.
Gaius and Spurious, you are there making your way south because earlier in the day was when you torched the entire Mithraeum only to get one daughter of isolation because you thought there were more of them. But you sort of like put your fire out and...
Sorry, that was slightly north of the wall.
That's slightly north. You've now made your way south. So you've been given a free pass by Bran Macmorn, the legendary king of the Picts, and that is our little bit of homage to Robert E. Howard, of course. And
That's it. Do you want to put the stream in?
you've obviously you've heard these howls before because you've had to deal with these werewolf changing Picts in your escape from Housesteads.
So can we? Sorry, there's a couple of different factions here at play. There's the Picts,
Yes.
and they're human,
Yes.
and there's the werewolves,
Yes.
who we encountered and
Were Picts, and they were corrupted by Petilius, who was the priest of Dagon. So he was killed by Bran Macmorn, who returned.
Yeah.
And so the Picts have basically been restored to their loyalty to their king.
Okay.
But the followers of Dagon are the ones who have been corrupted and become shapeshifters and lycanthropes.
Okay, and where does the Daughters of Isolation fit in with all of that?
The Daughters of Isolation are sort of separate from that, and sort of in a way they're sort of competing because they're meant to be in Antioch. They're not. They're meant to be in the eastern half of the Mediterranean. They're not meant to be in the north of Britain. So what seems to be happening is this is and you know as Christian soldiers you just feel that because the emperor's abandoned your empire, that it's letting all the other gods in, and therefore the other gods are being allowed to grow and develop. And this is a process of 40 years as soldiers have been taken away from Christian Britain. These other gods in our, and these other mythoses have taken strength. So the Mithraeum itself, the Temple of Mithras was a contemporaneous to early Christianity. So Mithras was really popular in the late centuries BC and the first centuries AD. So it was a religion that offered a better life in the afterlife for poor soldiers, and so it was really popular with Roman soldiers, and that's why there's Mithraeums all around the Roman Empire. But obviously, as Christianity succeeded, it was able to dominate and get rid of those religions. But you've seen the rise of them over the last few years, and now there's these other religions that are coming through as well.
Cool. All right, good. So we're heading south.
Yeah. So you're in Vindora.
So I don't want to go
in Vindora.
So you're there. And
what state is Vindora in?
Vindora is in
populated?
It's a town, so it's been abandoned. One of the things you've noticed on your trip north, as you noticed, is that people have left the entire countryside, and the whole place seems to be abandoned.
And there were little sort of local, or there would have been, were there Roman villas with their...
Yeah, villas. Not so many Roman villas this far north.
Yeah.
The furthest
small
north.
settlements. And
So mostly towns and cities up here, and forts with what the Vicus, which is the town of Tochtua.
Because there are kind of the English, what the natives are called what?
Well, at this point, the natives would be Britons, but they would be Roman provincials. So they'd be from almost anywhere in the Roman Empire, but they would have established themselves as Romans. And what's about to happen, of course, is that the place is about to be invaded by the Angles, the Saxons. So you're about to get the Anglo-Saxons
German northeast thing sailing.
But that hasn't happened yet. So you've got Pict and Scot and Celt and Welsh and Cornish.
Huh.
Flies.
And flies.
Well, there's a lot of rotting bodies.
Yeah. So what's Vindora like? Are there people there?
Well, since the fall of the priest of Dagon, you notice most people stay inside and stay out of sight.
Yeah.
So no one's really coming near you because you are
Still dressed
as Roman soldiers, and so they're pretty wary of you.
Yeah.
And you haven't seen anyone. Yeah.
Haven't seen anyone.
But as you approach Vindora, pushing on, you hear a wolf howl. And you guys who are on watch in Vindora, you hear a wolf howl.
Alright. I'm going to pull out my bow
Okay.
and find a high ground.
So Vindomora's got walls, so
Yep.
you're probably on the parapet.
On the parapet?
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so what have you got spot hidden?
I do.
Can you spot hidden,
yeah.
please? And you're watching with it. What are you doing?
Can I spot
Furious?
hidden as well?
Yes.
So I've got a spot hidden to 55,
Yes.
and I rolled a 54.
Okay, so you think you can make out a shape scurrying along,
Okay.
particularly quickly, especially after that howling wolf?
I take bead on it.
What do you do, Johnny?
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it. Okay. You're gonna fling it out.
No, I'm not going to fling an
No,
arrow
you
yet.
take your bead?
I'm just taking bead.
Okay,
What's
what are you
bead?
doing? What are you doing,
Taking aim.
Wallace?
Well, I'm so walking in the countryside.
Yes.
Feeling
you can
more and
see,
more
You can
tense.
see Vindora in front of you.
I can see Vindora, yeah. But
What-
I'm
what time is
afraid
It's just gone dark.
Dusk.
dark.
Just dark enough that you can, that moment where it's not quite dusk and it's not quite night. So there's a bit of visual, so he can see you. You're hurrying towards the walls. There's a wolf
And I've got a pelt on myself.
You've got a pelt on. You did put furs on.
Yes. So I'm going to be like, am I within shouting distance? Hailing distance.
You probably are.
So he's on a wall, is he?
He's on the wall.
On a wooden...
No, it would have been stone by that
Would
point.
have been a big stone.
Yeah.
How tall?
Oh, probably 10 metres.
10 metres.
Yeah, big
Wow.
defences.
Could
I'm
I-
like, hail Roman,
Could
fellow countrymen.
Could I put an arrow maybe 10 yards before
Yeah,
him?
you can fire a warning shot. Go.
Yep.
Do I feel that there's wolves
18?
behind me?
Sorry.
18. So yeah.
Oh yeah. So an arrow thunks in at your feet.
I can do this. Hang on.
Nice.
I say, stop and identify yourself. In Latin. Stop us!
Stop us and identify us yourself as.
I recognise the healthy tones of a Roman
All right. So you
warrior,
recognise.
and I say,
Latin.
"My name is Aulus Musicus Atticus Primus Optimus Valedictus Vicus." Sorry, do we really have time for this? I'm being pursued. I come from Vindora. Is that right? Is that where I was from?
You get chills down your spine because you recognise his name
Right.
and his voice.
I say, enter! Hurry!
Thank you, countrymen. I come in haste.
The night is dark and full of terrors. Quick inside.
You think you
yeah.
recognise that voice, and you're like, I know you. I think I know you,
Cool.
but you're not sure.
Okay.
So, but you're scurrying away from
Okay,
the
so
wolves,
I'm
who are
so
howling and getting closer.
That's
so
right.
the howls are closer.
So I'm running.
Ow!
I come down the stairs, and
Okay.
there's a big gate.
There's a big gate,
Wooden
yep,
gate.
which you probably shut, even though it's been opened. So you've probably secured it as much as you could.
Yep.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Where's
So
the-
we're all from the same.
You're from the same army, but you're from different camps, which means you were from different units.
Yeah.
So you would interact, but you wouldn't be from the same unit. So this guy's from a different unit. So he's from the Batavians. Oh, there you go.
Batavians.
Which is another Germanic tribe. And yeah, so
Excellent. I come, and once I'm inside the gate, I'm like, "Lo, countryman, do I not recognize you?
I am feeling the same. Where were you stationed?
Do I recognize him?
no, because he's in Roman uniform. There's something about his voice that's familiar to you.
I recognize your voice, but then my mind is addled by terrors and a fleeing horrors.
Come in. We have mead and what would be a standard meal
Oh,
for
you did. Yeah. Oh, pottage, beer and pottage.
beer and pottage.
Oh, it
Come
will be
in.
much welcome. I have travelled with much haste from a terrible catastrophe to the
I
east.
shut the door.
Nice.
But it is good to see another
Thank
friendly
you.
face.
Yes, it is
Okay.
good to see another
So
live
when
face.
he comes into the light, you know how you know him.
My good
Oh,
little
dear.
features.
Yeah. So you blanch at I recognise him.
Okay.
Yeah.
And am I?
Well, he says he recognises you, but he can't place you.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes. Come in. Come
Oh,
in.
thank you.
My
Johnny,
friend.
can you give me a spot hidden?
Yeah. I succeeded.
So you know that your close friend Gaius, who's you've fled from werewolves and survived all sorts of dangers with him, that he holds back and looks suspicious about this new friend of yours, Wallace.
Could you please take our newfound friend, who has the incredibly long name inside, and make sure he's
They
rested?
call me Aulus.
I can handle that.
I go back up to the
Okay.
the watch.
Alright.
All right. Cool. So I take Alice to. Well, we just set up a little makeshift.
You've just set up like a little camp. Because you're institutionalized Roman soldiers, you've basically tried to keep that unit structure alive. So you were like, well, we march and we camp every night. And luckily, it's Roman Britain, therefore everything is where you need it to be. For every 20 miles, there'll be some sort of town that you can stop at.
Yeah.
With,
And this is a busy town, or a busy...
no, it's
Huh?
it's got.
I should turn some of this off there.
I don't know. There's the sounds of milling about.
So
Like
there-
so these guys have got a safe passage from
Animals
the king
alive?
of the pits.
Animals
Yeah.
alive?
Well, there's animals, but there's wolves howling, and
Yeah.
who knows if the animals are animals or not. Luckily,
So
they
I'm
can't-
fine.
Luckily, they can't open doors. Yeah, you haven't.
So-
you
so do
you
we-
haven't seen anything yet.
so
These guys are a little bit on edge.
So are we staying in like an inn or?
So it's basically like the fortified gatehouse of a Roman town.
And there's a wall
Yeah.
all the way around the
There's
whole
a
town.
wall around, and you can secure the gatehouse by shutting the doors and staying inside.
Right.
So you guys are fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So I give him a bowl of
Yeah.
I eat it. I've been. I brought myself food.
Yeah, you're provisioned. Yeah,
stock,
you
trail rations, sort of thing.
And we have a fire. Is
Strong.
that?
Yeah, you've got a fire. Yep.
Yep. It's all
And so
fire.
there's probably a little barrack room where your two other friends should be sleeping.
So I'm like at some point. So you're feeding me and stuff.
That is a worrying little throwaway line.
It'll be perfectly fine, I'm sure. I'm
Yeah.
like, I must speak with the commanding officer of this establishment. I have news to tell, which is of great concern to the Empire.
What news?
Well, who's the commanding officer?
You guys are all equal rank.
I
You
think
guys are all.
there is no one of a higher rank than us.
Ah, well, I shall tell you. My fort was decimated by the Picts. They have been, as we know, overrunning the wall and circumventing our defences, and as our defences have been continually diminished in the unwise policy of the Central Command, they have now done a brutal decimation of the entire force. And by decimation, I don't mean the normal 1/10 losses, but a complete destruction of our force. In fact, there were some gruesome ceremony has taken place. This place is becoming abandoned to godless anarchy.
We've observed similar things. Where's our fort? I can't remember what it's called.
You were in Vindom.
No, where did we come
No,
from?
You were in the middle.
Housestead?
No,
Yeah,
we're
Housesteads.
in
Yeah.
Vindolanda now, but we're
No. You're now in Vindamora. You've
Vindamora.
made your way south, and he's made his way from Vindabala down.
Why they
to
all start with
Vindamora.
Vin?
Barely
confusing.
resisting making Vindaloo jokes. I'd just like you all appreciate my self-control that I haven't even mentioned.
Which you've just released.
I'll back
That in itself is a Vindaloo.
That's right.
Yeah,
All right.
You have also seen such
indeed. Our
horrors.
yeah.
So- I love it. So you're up on the
Yeah.
and you're having.
I'm
this
avoiding.
How much
situation.
do we know about what happened to us? I feel like we didn't make a lot of sense of.
No, well, I think because events basically overtook you, and
Yeah.
you were, all of that happened very quickly. So yeah, when he's talking about the horrors in the Principium,
Yeah,
that's exactly
that happened to
you
our
know that too.
Principium.
If you had gone into any of the other forts, you would have seen exactly the same situation. So there's no other survivors on the Roman wall. You've had an encounter with werewolves and lycanthropes, so you know what the howls are, and
Yes.
you've been travelling by day, not travelling by night. Which is why the four of you have actually holed yourself up in here, and you guys are on watch.
Well, I'm not.
Well,
It's
you're on
I,
watch,
I,
and you
I still
brought in
don't
a
think
guest.
anything bizarre has happened apart from
Other than the skinning of
Skinning,
your
yeah.
entire
Yeah.
legion, yeah.
which will take a lot of work.
Yeah.
But you're a Roman soldier.
Was
you
there
know,
was
horrors
there
and-
an unaccountably short amount of time available for people to skin? Yeah, okay, that might have occurred to me just then. Player knowledge, character knowledge. One thing does strike me as strange, though. I really don't know what accent I'm using. I did hide in my pottery workshop during the attack.
Was it a pottery barn?
Trying to create mood here.
Sorry. Well,
Who'd make jokes like that? And I knew that there was an attack going on, but an inconceivably small amount of time seems to have passed in order to perform this ritual that took place in the Principium. I emerged once the silence had fallen, which seemed ever so quick.
Yes, I think there are some strange things afoot.
Strange things.
Yes. What we saw. What was his name?
you had Petilius,
Yeah.
the priest who
Who turned out was
was
had
a
gills.
deep one. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so I'll recount this to you.
Yep.
We met a priest a priest of someone.
Dagon. His name's
Dagon.
Petilius. He's a priest of Dagon, but he's a deep one.
Dagon
hybrid.
is a Christian.
No, Dagon's a Persian.
Ah, the enemy. That's right.
Yeah. Good to have that clear.
That's right. Sorry.
So a
I know
priest of
that. Sorry,
Dagon-
I know Dagon is in oratorios, and so I was
Yeah,
confused
no,
about which-
Dagon's a bad guy.
Which team
yeah,
he was
trust
playing
me.
for.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
Yes, so
yeah. You wouldn't have made it this far.
That's right.
no.
Oh, hail Dagon! Was that not the right thing to say? Yes,
yeah.
priest of Dagon.
Yes.
there are too many of these fiendish.
But he had
Dishonest.
strange, otherworldly.
Well, they all do. They're rattling their fetishes and
No, he was.
their incense.
He was. Well, how do I even
He
describe
had gills.
that?
He
He
had
had
gills.
gills in his
Yeah.
neck.
He had cuts in his neck that allowed him, and he was kind of slimy,
And
and he
all
was
salty
and he was
and
puffed up.
Bloated, yeah.
bloated.
Yeah.
Backing off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was otherworldly.
Speak
It was
evil madness.
very horrible.
What? You
We
described
killed
a
him though,
beast.
didn't we?
Yeah, I think Bran McMorn killed
Yeah,
him.
Bran McMorn killed
saved you. Yeah.
So it is not the Picts who we should be worried about. I don't think.
They have fallen to these primitive gods.
Not all of them. Not our friend Bran McMorn, who rode to our aid.
He did. He did.
Ran McMahon,
King
man
of the
from
Picts.
beyond the wall.
Yes, he came to our rescue.
Perhaps there is some civilization in some parts of the world.
Perhaps.
I would have thought it unlikely amongst the Scottish, though.
Or
Luckily, they're only 4% of our viewership. You realise that you should have been relieved by now by your other two compatriots.
right.
He's not feeling very relieved.
Well, I would like to descend the stairs and come and get some food. I may have to just front up.
Yeah, well, so you're cool.
Yeah.
He hasn't recognised. Oh, well, what would you do for recognition?
Yeah.
Because as he comes down the stairs and you're eating into
The
the
light
the
catches
light
his
of the
eye.
fire, yeah, you see his face.
Insight? Or
Yeah, let's do insight. Can you give me an insight roll?
Now, Johnny,
Oh yeah.
previously you told me I could spend 280 skill points, and then I've
On
got
the
100.
things you have asterisks.
Yep, and then 140 anywhere else.
Yes.
Do I have to spend those on weapons, or
No,
is that
any
inclusive
other
of
skills,
weapons? Any other skills, including
Any other
optionally
skills.
Don't
weapons.
now suddenly spend them all on insight.
Well, I was thinking.
that would be something I would become incredibly. Actually, what skills should Aulus spend his points on?
The extra points. So I can pot lob.
just to get a quick good night to Tricom
Yes.
Tricometchi. It's 2 a.m. where he is. Thank you very much.
Thank
Oh
you
my
for
gosh.
such dedication.
Everyone tweet and face thing and whatever to tell people to come and watch us.
The
Yeah.
base for throw is 25.
25. Okay,
So
good.
if you add
So I've got pot lob, and then javelin is what?
the base for javelin is on this table here.
It'll be a throw, wouldn't it?
I think we should use like a
is
spear.
it spear short or spear long?
Sure.
15.
15, and then sword. My sword.
Your spatha. Oh, and you can use your spear. Oh, it's also 15 from melee.
Okay,
where's
so I've
the
got
spatha?
100 points, and I'd like to get some insight. Because at the moment
Have we
it's
had
5.
any point?
No
No.
suggestions
No.
on the point aspect yet.
At the
but
moment
yes.
it's 5, so
Oh,
I'd
no,
love to.
The sword's
How many
20.
of us are there out there
Sorry.
viewing?
I
I'm
read,
not sure.
I read the short sword.
number
but
are
the
we at?
spatha is a long sword.
Okay, cool.
How do you check the numbers?
Should just say on the thing.
7?
7?
Hello.
Hello.
Could each of you give us a skill each that Aulus should
Yes.
take?
Profess.
Some form of Cthulhu-esque skill, and we will.
Well, and it should include pot lob. I want to be.
And not insight. No, it can include.
That's right.
Clearly.
Will it be inside?
So when he comes down, you're sort of staring at him.
Or maybe an idea roll. That's
Oh, an
something
idea.
we can
Okay,
do.
right, do an idea roll.
That's something we can do instantly.
Yeah, do an
Idea
roll.
is less than 70. 67.
So you recognise his face,
Yes.
and you put two and two together, and you recognise that he shouldn't be in a soldier's uniform, because when you saw him, he was a slave.
I recognize you.
Yes.
You were never a soldier. How long has it been since I've seen you?
It has been several years, and I ran away from my masters, and I forged my own destiny. And I came across some Romans, a legionnaire's clothing on a corpse, and I joined the army.
So this is news to you.
This is news to me too.
I have been, please wait, I've been a loyal servant of Rome since then.
Rome needs every soldier in these quarters.
Yes.
Well, apparently not. They've just told us all to go home. But it does pose a question now as to what do I do?
Yeah.
I do not belong anywhere.
How
now.
long have I known him?
You've known him as a fellow soldier for 2 years.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
yeah,
a pretty long time.
you've
We've
seen
been through some things.
some
We have.
stuff. Yeah, even in the last couple of days.
Especially in the last couple of days.
Wow.
Wow. Twist.
If
Did you know about this?
I did.
Yeah.
This is part of my character. I would like to plead with you. Please do not. Turn me into the authorities. I will.
What authorities would I turn you into anyway?
This is true. We are abandoned.
How many Roman soldiers are there in this establishment at the moment?
In the town we're in.
5.
Fine.
This is
5.
Yeah. Everybody else is gone.
Yeah, it's the 4 of us.
And you remember that you came down because they're meant to have relieved you.
Yes, where are the other 2?
Yes.
Yeah, well, they're sleeping.
Sleeping.
We should
I'll
rouse them.
go and wake them up.
Okay, so as you walk in,
Yeah.
their beds are empty.
Oh, good.
I draw my
And-
sword.
Sorry. Have you got a torch? Did you take
Sorry.
a torch with you?
No, I have a
Oh my gosh.
I would be armed, wouldn't I?
You were armed already. Yeah, you had your bow. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll my spear is probably what I would have
Okay.
at hand.
Okay.
And I back out of the room.
Okay.
And I go.
Do I see you backing out of the room?
Yeah.
Are the rooms? Is
Yeah,
there a room right there?
This is a small, and the bunk
Adjacent.
room is just off the main room.
And is there a window?
Guys, what is wrong?
They are not there. Find
Who
me
is
some
not
light.
there?
Our 2 friends.
Are you telling us we were 5 and now we're 3?
Correct.
Apparently.
Where have they gone?
Who are
Is
they?
there another door out of that room?
No,
Arvina and Sextus Brutus.
Yep.
I mean, we weren't here the whole time because we were
you were
up on the
upstairs.
wall.
Yeah.
So they've been gone a while.
Is it the Moobot saying we're playing D&D?
Yeah, Noobot
Nice one,
is-
Moobot.
Noobot is
Sorry,
wrong.
bot. No, we're not. Oh, see what I did there?
Yep. Moobot is wrong and Nightbot is rude. What
Yeah,
can we do?
that's right. So you're looking in the other room?
Yes.
So you backed out of the other room.
Yes, I back out of there. And,
So did you leave the door open or shut?
Yeah, open.
Okay, so the door's open. So there's a little bit of light spilling in.
Find me some light.
Oh my goodness. Alright, I find a torch.
Okay.
There's got to be
And
one
go in
handy.
there and check out what's going on.
Right. So as he goes
I'm
into
pretty
the
brave.
as he goes
I've got my
into the
spatula.
good as you go in, you note written on the wall in what appears to be red paint.
Oh,
And you, of course, with one of your other issues is it's just gobbledygook on the wall.
right.
Oh.
So
You read in suis domus procul rahel mortus Cthulhu expecto somnium, which you, of course, know means in this house at Riley, dead Cthulhu waits dreaming.
Right, in red paint.
In red paint. Could you give me a sanity roll?
I think that's a good idea.
Well, you don't have to,
okay.
unless you want to, because it's just like, oh, my friends are missing and there's stuff on the wall.
Well, maybe not yet.
And did you read that over your
I
shoulder?
succeeded.
Good,
Well, no,
okay.
I'm waiting out by the fire.
You're waiting out by
yeah,
the
I'm not going anywhere then.
So you're probably looking at these two who've told you there's 5 of them,
Yeah.
and there's not.
I'm kind of
There's 2 of them.
Suspicious.
And
yeah.
they're saying we've got these friends, and they haven't got any friends, and you've just recognised one of them as an escaped slave.
Yeah. I'm thinking maybe an exit plan.
Yeah, but are you better off with us or on your own?
Well, I'm well fed at the moment, and I'm standing by a nice warm fire.
Yeah, true.
And I'm looking around just a bit more around the actual place.
Okay.
So what am I seeing around the place? Just then looking, I'm now first actually raising my gaze to...
on the back door. Can you give me a spot hidden?
Has anyone given me any skills yet?
Yes.
He says it's written in red lead paint,
Red lead paint, yes.
so don't lick it.
People want you to take fast talk, which I think you had
Yep,
as a
I did.
skill already.
Yep.
Law?
Law. What's law? As in knowledgey, like type knowledgey things?
Could be.
I don't think we have law library use, maybe?
No,
Law
I
is
reckon
in
occult law,
occult
maybe?
law, or
Yeah,
law
let's
is
do
in
that. Let's put some
law
points
of
into
the Empire.
occult.
You probably already got Empire.
Other religions. Can we kind of like have that as other religions?
Yep.
Because I knew who Dagon was.
You did.
I'm totally not mixed up about that.
And someone wants you to take dodge, which I think is very handy.
Okay.
And first aid, which may also come in handy.
So Dex times 2 is 24 plus another 20 is 42. Yep. Okay. And what was the one you just mentioned?
First aid.
First aid. That could be really useful.
Very useful.
Yeah, I've
Ooh,
taken first aid as well, but
Actually,
More
Derek,
the merrier.
you should give me a
And then some
sanity roll
weapons.
because your friends have disappeared. And
And then I need some weapons, don't I?
yes, you need to add a bit to the weapons. The weapons
Yes,
have
that's what is
base. Have you written down the weapons base?
Yep.
So you just add to that.
Okay. So I'm not very good, but I'm reasonable. What are those noises? So right, I have spot hidden.
yes.
I don't spot hidden.
Okay.
The fire is glinting in my eyes.
Right. Nice. So the room looks to be fine. There doesn't look to be anything abnormal in the room.
Am I in a room? I thought I was in a courtyard.
No,
I
it's
was
sort of like a
garbage bins with
it's
a fire burning.
Sort of been made into a room with a
Okay.
barracks and doors at each end
Okay,
of
cool.
it. What is a gatehouse? So it's a roofed courtyard, but it's
Yeah. Okay.
been made of
Okay.
room.
Cool. And then there on the connecting room where the people should be sleeping is connecting onto this.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they were upstairs.
Can I wander out into the town proper and
Inside?
see? Yeah. So away from the gate,
Okay.
further into
As
town.
you grab the handle of the inside door, you note that it is sticky.
Sticky.
Mhm.
Oh.
With what looks like red paint
And
and has a slightly metallic smell
lead paint.
that you recognise as coppery and bloody.
I wipe my hand on the wall.
On the walls. Blood handprint. You both
Dramatically.
notice that.
Okay.
Just like
Whose blood is that?
Oh, nice owl. Good timing.
freaking out. The door handle here is caked with blood. Is it old blood or fresh blood?
Fresh blood.
Fresh blood. I'm sort of looking at you
I-
two suspiciously.
I'm starting to assume that our friends are probably dead.
Well, that seems to be the common theme amongst all of our friends.
But you
All
you
our friends
recall
are dead.
that the experience you had before was that if they were going to kill them there, they skinned them on the spot.
Yeah,
Yes.
And if they took them away,
They made them
they
into.
would.
Made them into
So they might. They're not. So in your experience, your
So
commanding
maybe
officer
they're
was
worse
taken
than
away
dead.
as a sacrifice.
Right.
What's
not-
happening? Tell me what's happening.
There-
What do
there-
you have to do with it? How come I find you two alone and everyone dead?
We,
I don't
like
know
you,
why we're not dead.
We, like you, managed to. We were out of on patrol when the fort was attacked.
Yes.
We weren't hiding in some pottery barn or anything like that. So
Nice call.
we came back and found all of our compatriots dead, and the
Commanding officer.
the script
Rescript of Honorius.
the
yes.
rescript of Honorius
The what?
bidding
the what?
us
The what?
The letter.
The letter. Yes.
the letter saying that we were on our own, and we started to make our way back, and that was when we were attacked by werewolves.
Where what?
Correct. So there are these beasts in the night
Yes.
who are humans by day and large werewolves by night.
You speak of occult mysteries and pagan rituals and
What sounded like child's stories is now becoming truth.
And you ran into the bandy as well.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
The
right.
woman by the
I draw my sword. I refuse to believe these stories.
Well, you can refuse and die, or
Christ
you
will
can come
defend
with
me.
us. You can refuse and to believe, but these things are happening, and unless we arm ourselves against the horrors of the night, we will meet the same fate.
Men killed in a closed room.
That
While
is
we were on
the
guard?
thing I don't understand. But
Well, we were on the wall
They were observing as you approached.
as you approached. No one was in the gatehouse downstairs.
But yet people have disappeared.
So
In a
they
bloody mess.
have
So there's no mess. There's two
No.
empty beds and
Just
there's
blood everywhere.
there's blood on the wall.
There's blood written
blood
on the
on the
wall
door.
and blood on the door handle, but no other sign of struggle. No other.
Which they explained to me, I guess. Well, how did this happen?
We have no idea.
You were here,
Well, we were up on the wall.
conveniently absent again.
I think if we had been present, you wouldn't be speaking to us.
Yes. I suspect that's true of my own situation as well.
look, I think we need to stop arguing amongst ourselves and find out where the real enemy is.
We
Yes.
need to head
Yes.
south.
We need to get out of here.
I don't think we should.
But not during the
Not
night.
during the night.
No, I concur with you there.
At that point, there's a massive thump on the outside door.
On
The outside door.
external.
Yeah, the external,
not
like
into
a large heavy object has thumped into the door, and then followed by several more.
So they sound like
They sound like they're throwing themselves at the door.
Oh,
Something
I
either very heavy is being thrown, or something very heavy is running and thumping itself. But there's no
like
other
a battering ram.
sound. No, it's not. It's like it's an organic thump,
Like bodies hurling
like bodies being hurled.
How strong are these gates? Well, I know that. They're super strong.
yeah, they're pretty good.
They're pretty good, but I think we should go up onto the wall and
Yeah, let's-
investigate.
Okay.
I take my spear and my bow and arrow
All right.
Nice.
and head up.
take
I
my spear
follow
as
them.
well.
You follow,
Yeah, yeah.
and you go up as well.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, is there something I can drag in front of the door to wedge it closed?
Oh, there's the table that you've been eating at.
Yeah.
You can put
Help
that-
me with this before we go.
Which door? The door into the town.
No, this
So
is
there's
the door to the outside.
so you're in a like
We're in
a
a
gatehouse. So the door is the door out into the outside, and then the other door, which has the bloody hand,
But the door opens outwards.
is into the
Does the door
the
open?
door, the door from the outside opens inward.
Okay, well let's block it with the table.
Okay.
Okay.
Good, we just drag the table
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Token,
And then you make
token
your way up.
gesture.
The other thing that I'd like to do,
Mm.
we have access to caltrops? The Romans invented
They did have
caltrops, didn't they?
caltrops. Whether you would have taken caltrops, you let's give me an idea roll.
50. What's idea?
Int
Int times 5?
times 5.
Yes.
Yep, you've got caltrops.
Yeah. Can I scatter them at the base of the stairs that we're
The
going
stairs? Yep, you can do that.
And I'll just note.
All of them, or are you keeping some?
I'll keep some.
Okay.
But I'll just let you guys know that these are here, so when you come running down.
At the base of the stairs. So once
Yeah.
we get up the stairs. Okay.
Okay. So
Right,
as you
so
make your way
we'll
up
see
to the
what
top of the stairs, it is fully night now,
Okay.
and so it's completely dark.
All right.
No moon.
There's a little bit of starlight to show you. So there are shapes, and they are hanging around the door,
Right.
and they are throwing themselves by running at the door to your gatehouse.
All right. I'm gonna throw my spear at one of them.
Okay.
Do I have any advantage from height or anything like that?
Well, yeah, but I think whatever advantage you've got is
Nullified
discounted
by
through
the
night.
night.
Yeah. So.
92. I miss.
No.
So your spear thuds into the ground, and these creatures stop and look up,
Yep.
and you basically look into a sort of like a faceless horror, but they're looking at you. Can you give me a sanity roll?
Oh, we roll sanity all the time. Surely you guys have been getting used to this.
48. I do. Yeah, I do make my. That is my sanity. My sanity is 48.
Nice,
What do I
nice.
say?
So
Is this it?
no, you just yeah. So
Okay.
you've seen a lot of stuff like this currently, and this is not anything new. But these creatures look up at you. Now you guys made your ways up as well.
Yeah.
So you're
Yeah,
behind
is
them.
there something like... I think it would be good to like... I don't know. Create some fire down there.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
you've got torches and
Like,
all.
but is there... Like, what's at the base? Is it all sort of cleared, or is
It's all cleared, so it's kind of like a
grass?
clear. Oh yeah, there'd be tussock and grass, and it's late summer, so it's for English terms actually the driest it would ever be.
So light
Just toss a torch down.
on
You could
fire
toss-
if I
you
toss the
could-
torch.
you could.
And what
I'm
about
gonna-
some oil? Some oil lamp?
You could throw some oil.
Yeah,
in.
some oil lamp. Oil.
Oh.
Carry this something like this. Okay, in fact, yeah, and we could just
Yeah.
throw them down and
Yeah,
smash
you
them
could
on the
smash
floor.
some.
Yeah, let's
So
do
then
that.
in your
I'm gonna try and create a fire in front of the...
Yeah.
Okay.
You create light at least, will make the shooting them easier.
All right. So yeah, absolutely. So you throw down a pot
So
of
throw down
oil,
some oil, throw
and
down a
then throw
burning
in a
torch
flame.
onto the
Yeah,
oil,
and it ignites, and
light the grasses and everything on fire.
4 of them suddenly catch alight.
Nice.
But as they catch alight, you see illuminated around them that these indeed are. They look to be sort of wolf and bear-like, and you guys. So you're looking as well.
Yeah.
Can you? This is the first time you've seen these
Yeah.
creatures. Can you give me a sanity
Suddenly
roll?
roll to the boom!
I failed.
Okay. Can you? take 4. Please.
Oh dear.
What did you succeed?
46 out of
4,
47.
Succeed.
Oh, hang on. Do I go from?
Where you got to?
Yeah,
I go from where I got
Yeah,
to.
never gets any better.
You never regain your sanity in this game.
But they bizarrely catch fire, and they don't scream. There doesn't seem to be any human or animal element to them. They just burn where they stand. But the others around them look, and then you notice that they run along the wall further down to the sections of the town that you don't necessarily control. So at any Roman military outfit, there are 4 gateways. So you guys are at the northern. There's a southern, eastern, and a western gate. And there are 3 of you.
Okay.
We can't cover every game.
Should we take a break?
Oh, we can take a break.
That'd be a dramatic
Alright.
point.
Yeah.
We'll take a break as they decide whether they're going to try and stop these creatures from getting in.
Let's all have a chat in the chat blog while we break. And I plug my laptop in.
Yes.
Bye.
around the camera.
Chocolate.
All right, and we're back.
We're back. Glorious.
And you're advertising Schweppes.
Oh. Welcome back. And hello to all of those of you still watching. And hello, Dicestorm fan.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
what a great handle. And,
No, seriously?
We're all, we just discovered Dicestorm fan is watching. Hello, Dicestorm fan.
Thank you. Ray.
Our only
And
fan.
we got a new follower.
We got a new follower, Tricom Jet, I believe.
So at some point, we're going to start broadcasting at a regular time so people know the show's going to be
Shocking.
on.
What?
And we'll actually be able to attend it. In addition to all you wonderful people.
Yes.
We'll also try and broadcast at times when Americans are asleep. Awake.
Yeah, you're not doing well at all. All right. So, where we left off,
Should I reinstate the combat music?
reinstate the combat music.
I can do that.
Oh dear.
So, yeah, these shapes run right and left.
Okay, so they're trying to outflank us. So
Yeah.
what should we do?
You've got a parapet.
Give up.
You're inside the wall. You can run
along the wall.
and get there presumably quicker than they might.
All right.
Do let us know if Sirenscape and all the sounds is too loud or anything because we're just mixing this on the fly.
Yep.
But hopefully you're enjoying it. Sounds of werewolves and dramatic music.
And werebears.
I think we should run east and stay together.
Okay.
So can we all stay together and run east along the parapet to get to the
East.
other?
Okay, so
seems
you're at
so
the north
pointless.
wall.
Yep.
You're running east. Right.
Yes.
Right. So you run east. There is a body of these creatures that is. They're slightly ahead of you. Because you've got the inside track, you actually gain on them.
Yep.
And as you turn the corner, you're now ahead of them.
We must ensure that each of the towery things is secure.
Towery things.
Turrets.
Turrets. We must ensure.
Well, gates.
Yes.
Gates.
This fort would normally be manned by dozens of well-equipped Romans, not a potter, a soldier, and a slave.
So now you're running together. So you've actually run to the east.
Are we all
corner.
running east?
That was
Yes.
Derek's
That was
plan.
my
Is that
call.
you
I
stay
think that's a good
together.
idea.
Yeah.
So you're now saying that you've got to run double back.
Yeah. Perhaps we should actually split up.
No.
No. Okay.
I think this is a bad idea.
Let's die together.
They want to keep you with them.
Yes.
Can you?
This is terrible. This is hopeless.
The paranoia.
Yeah, that's not the game we're playing. Wait, what? It's all
Can
right.
we shoot at this thing?
Shoot at what?
That
There's
thing.
creatures. There's about 6 or 7 of them.
I think we just make sure the doors are closed. They don't seem to be able to get through the doors.
Yeah.
Set them on fire.
The
Roman
fire didn't
folks.
seem to hurt them at all. Did it
Well,
kill them?
those 4 died.
Oh, right.
They just fell in flames, but they didn't make a sound. They didn't scream in agony.
So how many others are there?
There are now. What did I say? 7, 6 or 7?
Six or seven.
6 or 7.
Alright.
Do they look like the werewolves we saw before?
No, those werewolves were much more. Their human aspect was still intact, so they made noise and they screamed and howled and
Yeah.
you could hurt them. And these ones are silently oppressive.
So, can we call down into the town and try and get the townsfolk to
Yeah.
assist us?
Wait, sorry. So, when we encountered the werewolves, that was a full moon, right?
Mm.
So it's a day or 2 days
This is a day later. Yeah.
after that. So
These are not werewolves.
These are not
This
werewolves.
is something else.
There's something
actually,
else.
but that's player knowledge. So
No, but yeah, you might not know that
werewolves are
werewolves
okay.
are full moon
Yeah.
creatures. But these creatures are, yeah, they're not bears. They're not wolves.
There's something else.
They're something else, but they're also creepily disconnected from humanity.
All right.
So I'll call out to the townsfolk. Send us oil. We are under attack.
Okay, can you give us a what would it be?
A send us oil call check.
Yeah, bargain.
Really?
Bargain. Well, yeah.
Persuade?
Persuade? Yeah, probably persuade's better than bargain. Oh, it's like that prayer roll.
Yes.
One of our YouTube videos is a Dark Ages Cthulhu where these guys all played monks, and we had a massive debate as to what a prayer roll should be. And I think persuade was looked upon. Luck was frowned upon.
God just does what she wants.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
Go for
All right.
Is it God's
failed.
will roll?
You failed.
I shout out as well. Bring
You shout?
oil!
Can you give me a
So I've
persuasion?
actually noticed there are people in the town.
There are people.
yeah.
They're just keeping everything shut and hiding.
Bring us oil! We must defend the walls, lest you be written in your own blood on them.
The persuasion roll.
Oh,
5.
yes, definitely.
So you see a snap of light as a doorway opens, and you see a young man sort of struggle out. There's women's hands holding him, trying to pull him back inside, and he sort of struggles out.
Is he
And
holding
he's
oil?
he's all earnest. Where do you need me?
Defend the western gate!
Wait,
You'll be
wait a
totally
minute. No.
You'll be totally
Eastern
fine
gate.
by yourself.
So he hears you say that, and he turns around and runs in the opposite direction from you.
We need his oil.
What?
We needed him to bring us oil so we could light them on fire.
He's sprinting. He's full of
Who
beans.
brought this moron?
I'm just normally a potter.
There was a reason I left that slave job.
You do note, however, he's speedy. He's quick.
Okay.
Okay,
He's moving fast.
Are there any more of you?
What other brave
And
fellows?
you see this woman's head. My son! You
Defend the walls, all
bloody
of you.
Romans! What have you ever done for us?
Old woman.
She slams the door shut.
I
He's a
call
very
it again.
naughty boy.
He's not the Messiah.
Is there any? So we're at the east gate now.
No. So you were kind of you just turned the corner when you decided to yell into the town.
Okay.
So he's sped off towards the western gate.
Alright.
So the group that he's racing are on the western corner.
Yep.
They've got to get to the middle of the western wall. He's got to get
Straight across.
3/4 across.
Yeah.
He
Hopefully
can
he
collect
knows
his
what
He's
friends.
fast. He's very fast. You're ahead of the group of 6, heading towards the eastern gate
All right. I'm going to.
without any oil.
Well, there'll be javelins and things.
That's what I'm hoping.
Totally.
Well, he hasn't got one because he threw it.
I've thrown.
But there'll be
mine.
racks of them.
Oh yeah, in the next
In the next, yeah.
gatehouse.
So that's where I'm doubling my speed to try and get to the gatehouse so that I can maybe find some oil or some
Okay.
other thrown
All right.
weapons.
Yep.
Yeah. Do we see anything of use?
No. This.
It's all been stripped.
So it's like they've seen and experienced what you have, so they're trying to stay pretty much to themselves.
The town folks.
Oh.
What about on the wall? Is the wall
Completely empty.
It's been abandoned by the Romans.
I
Is the door closed? Is the main thing I want to find out.
Yeah, you're about
Yeah.
halfway between the eastern
Yeah.
corner and the eastern gate.
I'm gonna find a loose stone on the
Okay.
parapet.
All right. As you run, are you going to stop?
When I get to the gate.
Okay. So you get to the gatehouse.
And I'm going to run down.
You run down the stairs.
Yeah.
I'm going up to the top.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay.
I can see
So
it.
you're at the
Is there a
parapet. So when you get to the
size
gatehouse,
stone, you know?
where's your picture? Where's your picture? You got it. When you get to the gatehouse, it's the double gate. So it's a 3-story.
Yep.
You run down. You stop by the gatehouse and you run up.
Gonna show
Yep.
them.
Okay.
Show how lovely I am.
So you got it.
They have seen it. But
That's seen it
Sure,
already.
I have
So it's a 3-story gatehouse. One's up, one's down, one's in the middle.
That's so cool.
So you're going to throw a giant stone. So these guys are, as you get there, they are probably about 10 meters behind you. So you're coming down the stairs.
Mhm.
Alright, I'm gonna take aim.
There is a loose flagstone.
Excellent.
Okay.
I'm gonna
You're climbing up.
aim.
You
Where is
you
it?
get up just as you see him hefting that, and you're just getting downstairs.
Yep.
Okay. Dolabra. It's
Yes.
an axe.
It's a double-headed axe.
A double-headed axe. So it's not good for throwing, is it?
No, but it will carve things up.
Yeah.
It's probably good to keep it on you.
I will keep that on me because I used to chop wood for my slave masters, and that's why I'm rather handy with it. But are there any spears or
Yeah,
javelins?
there's a rack of spears inside the upstairs gatehouse.
I'm gonna grab one of those and stick
Yep.
my head out the window and
Yep.
see what's going on down below.
Yeah. So you throw.
I throw.
Okay.
Better make a throw roll. I succeed.
Whoa,
So you-
Epically successfully.
You basically, your flagstone crushes into the front running monster. You note the others sort of they slow momentarily to take note, but there's no scream or cry from the one that you hit, and then they just continue on, almost redoubling their speed. You get downstairs, and there is the gate, the double gate.
And they're
Two
open.
doors. They're open.
Oh, good. Do I? Well, I'll close one.
Okay, so
and,
you're
and then drop a.
yeah. There's a bar.
bar.
There's a
Yep.
bar. So you close both doors. So you'll need to close
Yep.
one door,
Yeah,
other
just
door,
like just
bar.
as fast as I can.
Okay.
Crash.
Okay.
Close the thing. Run around the corner.
Yep. So sorry, I'm going to be horrible to you. The picture. The picture again.
Sorry.
The picture.
You'd like
I
it?
have to run
Yes.
around.
So you've closed one.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
dear.
Okay, good.
So you've done one. You're now moving to the
Yeah,
next.
that's right.
So they get to, as you're running to the next one, they are at the first one.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay, and you're
They'll just start throwing themselves. They'll stand there throwing themselves there for 10, 15 minutes. Of that. Definitely. Like this.
I'm going to fling a javelin down at one
okay.
of them.
Yeah.
So you notice
Cover me!
13? Yes.
you hit. What does your javelin do?
It does 1d10.
Ooh, can you roll 1d10 for me?
2 points of damage.
Okay.
Excellent.
Lovely. All right. So it takes the hit, and you see it keep moving, and you know, yes, indeed, that of the 5 remaining, 2 throw themselves at the door, and 3 keep going.
Excellent.
One of them is the one with the spear in him.
Excellent.
And you are now at the second door. You have found that there is another loose stone next to the one that you already threw.
Cover me!
Alright. So yeah, I'm just gonna throw it
This is
at
great, Murray.
the nearest
Go.
creature, whatever they are. Oh, it's a mess.
Okay, so your stone thuds behind it and they ignore it.
What sort of stone is it? It's
Oh,
like
so a
granite,
big,
is it?
big bit of
Granite?
probably York
Yes, right.
York stone because
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
in York.
So it's a metamorphic rock, is it?
Yorkshire, yeah.
So nice and
Yeah.
solid. So it won't shatter.
Nice and solid, yeah.
Won't shatter.
Last centuries. Instant kill.
That's right.
All right, so Derek,
Oh, you mean that dark black stone which they use as cobblestones everywhere?
lovely flagstone stuff, yeah.
Yep.
Stone.
People are predicting you're going to be the first to die, man.
Yeah.
He's certainly in the
Whoa!
riskiest
Couldn't have been
Primus Morticus.
position. Primus Morticus. Let's see if you can live up to your name. But first, Derek.
Can I
You've
grab
thrown
another
one.
javelin?
Yeah, you've got like a rack of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
76. That one's going to be a miss.
Okay, so that one thuds in next to the stone that Johnny threw.
Okay.
You are now at the second gateway.
grasp the gates.
Okay.
And before I close them, I say, I am Musicus Atticus Primus Optimus
God.
Valor Valuaticus Visculus Furious Morticus, and I shall live.
And you shall not. So okay, so as you were
Gates
about to
closed.
get the gates closed,
After
one
wasting
of
all
the
that
can
time.
you give me please? Oh no, a strength check.
Strength check. 9. So how do I do a strength check? How do you do strength
Is
checks?
it D20?
D12?
D20, I think.
Must be a D20.
Weirdly retro.
D20.
I have to get 9 or under.
9 or under.
If my strength is 9. Please someone write and say, actually,
No,
Oh, is
I
it
need to get 21 or under.
Is it an opposed roll?
No.
No, not opposed.
Oh, I am. Well, if they're
I can just see
pushing
myself-
east,
Yeah,
then
they're
probably
running
is
in.
opposed.
Yeah.
I'm kind of fat.
Okay.
15! No, that's bad.
Yeah, no, that's not bad. So one of them barges into your right hand and wrenches it free, and you manage to shut the door with your left.
Yeah.
So there's still one door open.
And I
there's
draw my
still,
sword.
There's still 2 of them outside.
Okay, good. So hang on, was one inside? No, he's just got the door
One's
ajar.
charged through the door that was in your right hand.
Charged
he's-
through the
he's
door.
sort of- So you were closing both.
Yep.
He's
I've
hit
got
your
my-
right hand,
yeah.
and he's come through that way, but you
Yeah.
were able to shut the left. So the other one, and the one with the spear in its shoulder, not that you know that, has kind of
He's like,
come into the one that you've shut. Yeah. So
Yeah.
one door's shut.
will it clip shut?
No,
No,
you've got to
okay.
shut both and
Okay.
then
Shut
bar them
both.
shut.
I just
So
have to
it's-
kill 3 of these things and I'll be right.
Johnny,
You got my help.
you've seen these things run, and the other 2 are still throwing themselves at the closed door.
I think I should probably help, shouldn't I?
Okay, so you make your way downstairs. Derek, you
How
can
long
still
is
see
it going
them.
to take me to get down there?
This is all simultaneous, so
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna run down the stairs.
Okay. So you were
Because I was in the middle. I wasn't all the way at the top.
you were here, which is where the loose stones were. You were
Okay.
throwing them there, and then no, other way around. You were here throwing that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben went down there, shut that one. Went down and shut that one. Derek's here,
I'm there.
and
Okay.
you can run down there and get across to there.
Yeah. That's what I will do with my sword.
Okay, cool. So you run down with your spather. Derek, you can still see them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try throwing another one.
Which one?
At the one with the spear in his
Okay,
shoulder.
cool.
64, which is a hit.
Okay, great.
Nice.
1d10.
10.
Oh, right.
No,
yeah.
one. Sorry.
One. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it thuds into him again, and he sort of
Oh.
takes the second spear. So he's kind of not. He's got two spears trailing from him, but he's not.
Did he kill the one with the stone?
That was completely unharmed. That was the leading one.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. So there were six.
But he's dead. That one.
There were six.
Yeah,
There are
one
now
killed
5,
the
and one's got 2 spears in.
Okay.
And one's inside the gate.
All right.
So when he went through the gate, he went sprawling because he wasn't
Yeah.
expecting such an easy entrance. And so he essentially is on the ground. The other two, one of which has 2 spears in him now. So there's only one opposed. And so the other one has gone past the door.
Yeah.
The other door is sitting there.
Okay, so maybe I'll try and close the door.
You're going to try and try to close the door?
So holding that door. Can I actually reach
Yep.
down the door? Yeah. So ignoring what's behind me
Yep.
and the fact that I might get a sword in my back,
Okay,
or something,
cool.
or sorry, claws or whatever. Yeah, I just grab the door and swing it
All right.
close.
Can you
the
give me
door
another
with my
strength check?
might. Please, God of strength, shine on me. No.
No? Okay. So you get the second door shut,
Yeah.
and then there's a slam against you. You manage to hold it, but
Yeah.
staring at
Yeah.
you is this emotionless grey face, and where its eyes should be are just blank sockets. Can you give me a sanity roll, please? You have come down, and across the gateway, you see this shambling thing standing behind Ben as he tries to shut the second gate.
I drew my sword, didn't I? So I'm closing
Yeah,
it.
but it's kind of shutting a
Can't
door.
shut the door and
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
You've
that's
got,
what I'm
so
gonna
you've
do
got a
next.
sword in one hand.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do next.
depending on
Probably that's
the
why
family.
your right hand couldn't hold the door.
I succeed.
Okay.
2 in a row.
Yeah, so you're filled with godly power, and you're
Christ-
staring into
Christ will help me slay the
You're
werewolf.
staring into the maw of this
T-shirt
thing.
right there.
Oh dear.
And so you see this creature standing behind Ben, but Ben's clearly got his hands full.
I come in swinging my spather
Okay.
at whichever one I come across.
There's only one.
first.
There's one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
so
that
One right behind me.
So as you come up behind it, because you've got a bit of distance to travel, he's got both hands behind Ben, and
I'm gonna
you see his hands are absolute claws.
drive my
You're gonna
sword
his
into his
spather
back.
so you can get. Now, how do you do advantage in Cthulhu? Give 20%.
Yeah,
percentages.
yeah, you get
Yes.
percentage advantages. Yeah.
Yeah, so you can have 10% advantage. So,
I didn't need it.
whoa,
Ha!
what's your damage?
1d8 plus 1d4. That's confusing, isn't it?
Oh, Boomski! You.
Opposite of me.
Yeah.
I rolled an 8 and a 4 on a d8 and a d4.
Nice. So yeah, so your spather goes
Oh, no.
through his spine
Excellent.
and into his heart and basically plunges out of his chest,
Oh.
and he just drops where he stood behind Ben, who was oblivious to his existence.
That's the way.
Right.
That's the way to help your
Sure.
friends. Of
Oh,
course.
all right,
I
I'm
don't
going
know
to
you
throw
did that,
yet
but-
another javelin.
Okay. At the same one.
26.
The
Yes.
same one.
Same one.
I've only got 2.
Dude's going to go down. 4 points.
Okay, he's looking really sad. He's now got 3 spears at him, but he's still standing.
So the one that's looking at me through the door is not the one with the spears in it.
No, so there's one behind him who's got 3 spears sticking out of him. There's one behind you that you're not aware of at the moment. He's not actually a threat, but you don't know that he's not a threat.
So I could either try and close the doors
Yep.
at a like a 55%. Yeah, like a 45% chance of succeeding,
Mm-hmm.
or I can stab him in the face at a 40% chance of succeeding.
And you don't know Johnny's behind you
No,
either.
I'm gonna stab him in the face for
Stab
sure.
him in the face. Okay.
Go to hell, you fiend!
Okay. So as you do that, obviously you were holding the door.
Release the right-hand
you
door.
release. Therefore, there's like a. In this
Yeah.
moment, the door starts to
That's
open,
right.
and then he comes, and he's going to try and bite you at the same moment. Okay. Yep.
Please. Oh, 70, so I failed with the sword.
Okay, so as he comes forward, you lunge for where his head was, and meanwhile he's sort of pushed past, and he's about to try and bite you.
Fantastic. Dodge.
You're going to try and dodge, okay? Yep.
I failed my dodge as well.
He hits you in the neck, and he's about to bite.
I will save you,
Someone better.
for I am spurious.
I am spurious.
Yeah.
No, I am spurious. We're all spurious.
Except, how do I...
So you've extracted, and he
Okay,
was right
so
behind.
he's-
He was right behind.
Oh,
Morris.
right.
So I'm falling
essentially-
back, say. I'm
Yeah,
falling
so
back.
in that moment, you stabbed, he dropped, he went, "Oh," and then the other guy pushed through, and as he's come through, the one body's fallen away, and your sword is now repoised because you just extracted
Yeah,
it.
and I
from
can
the
just
first
go
one.
straight
And I'm
back
falling
again.
Go straight back
He's
in
about
again.
to...
In his face.
Alright,
To the face. And I hit.
you hit,
Nice.
you roll the damage, please.
10.
So, you have essentially given yourself up to death because this thing is
And you had no idea it was there.
about to latch onto your neck.
Suddenly over the top.
And
Furious.
Furious's sword, basically right next to your neck, comes thudding in and just takes this thing's head and pushes it back out.
Oh,
Nice.
fantastic.
And then can we close the door
Yeah,
together?
so you've pushed it back through the
Essentially on
doorway.
my hands and knees, like I fall on my back and then scrabble and then, run, sort of scrabble along the ground. Close the door! Close the door!
Yeah.
Both sort of push the
Yeah,
door closed.
great. Yeah, and the bar drops, and then you hear this weird thud, clunk, clunk, clunk. as the still walking, three-speared. Yeah.
There it is.
So, can I see
wow.
my three-speared fellow? Is
He disappears because it's like a
lip?
little lip way. Yeah, if you lean out, you might be able to. But there's still two more.
I'm a
start
little
raining?
bit more. I'm
Yeah,
a little bit
go
more
for it.
curious as to are any of them slipping around to go down to the southern gate? Is there?
No, it's like the two went in for that gate there and didn't then go and join their friends when it was open. So it
Okay.
was like they'd been assigned to a gate.
To the west! To the west! We must guard the... Help our young brave hero guard the western gate!
What's our hero's name?
Run!
Maybe Twitch could
Oh,
tell
can
us
we have
his
a name for the young Roman
A
boy?
name for the Roman boy.
A name for the young Roman boy, because at that moment you hear a yelling from the western gate.
Now, I think the quickest way to the Western Gate is probably to go down
Straight
the
across.
stairs. We're,
Yes,
we're
we
already
are.
down
Yeah,
the
you're
stairs.
down.
through
Yeah,
the-
you're
straight
upstairs.
Straight
Town.
through the town.
Yep. Yeah, because there's a road leading straight across.
Of course, it's Rome.
Yeah.
There's roads leading straight everywhere.
Yeah. So a light shower of rain starts to fall.
I run down the stairs.
Okay. How many spears do you take with you?
I'm not happy with the spears. I don't think they're doing.
Load the rocks.
I'm gonna take it my my Delabra.
Flagstones are much better.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to call out to the Romans. Romans, lend me your
Country.
oils.
Okay,
Friends,
give me a persuade
Romans.
roll, please.
A persuade roll.
You need bonus
So
for
as
that.
you,
99.
No. So as you guys
Epic
run back
fail.
out into the town, you notice there are some shutters that are open and little bits of light bleeding through as people keep an eye on what's happening.
Help
going
us!
on.
Help us! Come defend your
Wait.
town! Your lives are at stake!
96.
96! I offend everybody! You sniveling
They
peasants!
all shut.
You were never much use anyway! We
Alright.
hated ruling you! You should have paid more taxes!
Okay, at that moment there's a flaring of flame in one of the gateways at the western gate.
Oh, good. That's a good thing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Well,
That means our friend
Is
who
on
is yet
fire.
to be
he is
named.
yet to be named. Oliverus. No.
Was that Gavin? Oh no, Given.
No, not. Yeah, he doesn't have a name.
Okay.
His
Well,
name
they're
is...
They're
it means
discussing
he's-
my
Well,
name.
you're still,
Furious.
you're still running towards the western gate.
If you
and
don't give
there's
him a name,
the
he's gonna
bursting of
die
flame.
even more quickly.
He will die anonymously.
Yes.
He might not die, but he might.
Andronicus.
Androgynous.
No. Oh gosh, what's my Homer? I should know. Nobody, which is what Odysseus calls himself to the Cyclops. He calls himself nobody. And oh, my Homer's poor. Okay,
Your home is poor.
but my Homer's very
That's
lovely.
right.
but
Homer's lovely.
Your home is a
my
lovely.
knowledge of Homer.
He has a lovely home.
Okay, so you're running, all three of you?
Yeah.
These guys have got a little bit of a head start as you get down the stairs. They're running through the streets in the rain.
Yeah.
Horatius Decimus.
Horatius Decimus.
Nice.
Nice.
Horatius. I knew him well.
Combine the two.
That's very cool.
That's very cool. I knew him well.
Horatius Decimus. So when you get closer and from the fire in one of the gateways, you notice that there are 3 hulking masses in that fire.
Are they burning?
They are burning.
Nice.
They're sort of like the ones that you they're just standing there burning. And then on the other, you've got this young man struggling with a double door.
Trying to close the door.
Quick. Oh, good.
So you guys get there first.
So you're because he's bigger.
I have a question.
Beautiful.
At the northern gate, when we saw the
Yes.
whole group before they split up, do we know how many ran to the west?
So it looked like they split in half.
So there's probably about 6.
Yeah.
3 we can see on fire, and probably about 3 pushing this door with poor old
Is the left door shut?
Horatius Decimus.
So the right door is the one that was burning
Yeah.
and is open.
Yeah.
The left door is the one that he's struggling
Okay,
to close.
Yeah, so the fire might be warding them off for the moment.
Yeah, well, I'm just wondering whether we go out through the open gate.
Oh,
and
the image of you guys like jumping through the
Through the
fire.
fire.
Through the fire.
Especially you with your
To-
double-headed axe.
to slay the 3 that are pushing on the door. I think that's going to be my go. I
Yeah,
gotta
knock
run
us
through the
out.
fire.
Oh, you're the Roman soldier. You are.
I gotta
What are you
take
doing?
charge.
So sorry, I missed what was going on. One
So
door is closed.
as you run towards, so this is the inside.
Yep.
This one here is bathed in flame, and there are 3 masses that are just burning there. This one, your young friend Horatius Decimus is struggling to close,
Right.
and you guys are running up the street towards this. You're only about a couple of meters behind these.
All right. I'm going to go and help Horatius.
Okay, so Spurious angles to the right.
Flame.
Me too.
You angle to the right as well.
Yeah.
And you angle to the
I'm
left.
feeling brave.
Okay.
Because it totally turned out well last time.
Okay. So you guys run through the gate just as you get to
The outside of it.
Horatius. So you get to
Yep.
Horatius just as these guys are outside the gateway.
Like Gimli and Aragon.
Is
troll me off.
is there a hand inside the gate? Is that what he's struggling to push?
Yeah, there's arms struggling, and he's trying to keep out of the way. Oh no!
I am
alright.
just going to...
That's a good image. Hack
Yeah.
some arms.
36, so yes. that
Okay, can
hits.
you give me a damage?
3 points of damage.
Okay, cool. Yeah, then you take a great chunk. There's no sound.
Right.
Your axe bites deep into this arm and basically severs everything except for a tiny bit of flesh. No sound from outside. Just sort of the arm just dangles there, and there's no release on the pressure that poor old Horatius is trying to do. You don't notice anything from as you get out, but there's fire and there's ambient light that comes around the corner showing you these hulking mounds that you're now familiar with. There's no sign that any of them's taken any damage. It's just this incessant force.
But do they don't
They aren't
notice
looking at
us?
you. They're looking
No.
at you. Yeah, they're trying to get through.
That's the way I like them.
So we're both going to attack simultaneously.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna. Which one are you gonna attack?
I'm going to attack whichever one I come across
So
first.
you're the closest.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go next to him.
Next to the centre one. There's one further out.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah. I missed.
I hit just. I rolled exactly
Yeah.
right to hit.
hopeless at hitting things with my sword.
10.
Oh man.
I've rolled 8 on my d8 3 times in a row.
Man, that's a good D8. Yeah, so your one drops. Your one.
I just like
You
I
kind
come
of-
to a halt because I'm horrified by
Yeah,
it.
yeah, you miss. The one that you attempted to attack ignores you, but the one on the far side turns its head towards both of you and lets out this ungodly yowl, which is the first sound you've heard them make.
Yeah.
Can you both take? You guys inside, you hear this yowl. You notice Horatius visibly shake with some bizarre form of fear, and he sinks to his knees.
I say, steel yourself, man! There are enemies at the gate!
Okay.
Nice.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Well, am I rolling
11.
sanity?
Sanity, yes, please.
that's
I
3 in a row.
succeed.
3 in a
Okay.
row.
25.
41.
I
You
can't-
succeeded.
Yeah, just...
So you're the only one who's taken any. Oh man.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Try it.
I'm terrified for somehow not
Yeah.
being unhinged.
I'm probably the most likely to take it again.
Yeah.
So I've lost a lot. I lost a lot last time.
Yeah, I'm quite high. I'm
I'm
saying
down to
high bar.
37.
Wow.
So the odds are
Oh,
starting to
you
get...
take like 2 or 2 more, you're taking 10%.
And then you need a.
You're at 41.
Well, I started today at 41.
So yeah, if you take 1 more, that's 10% of your total.
That'll, yeah, right.
Yeah.
And then you need to pick up a.
You need to
a
do a
thing.
temporary insanity. Oh, we love those.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
So I succeeded.
so he drops to his knees, but he's still pushing.
Okay.
This chilling horror that comes through you, but you are all able to sort of ignore it and shake it off.
That was when we heard the thing cry out.
The sound basically went through you like a visceral kind of sound wave.
That's not cool.
Not
So-
cool at all.
No.
It's Cthulhu.
Can we attack again?
Yeah.
What are we up to
yeah.
in initiative?
Yeah. So this one's pushing against you. Give me a strength check, please, Derek, and have a 10 because he's only got 1 arm.
Have a what?
Have 10 because he's only got 1 arm.
Oh,
Partially armless.
10 to
You
the
get a
die.
10
extra
bonus.
10.
You get an extra.
So the
What
number
am I
On
rolling?
your roll to
So
hit.
you
Oh,
add
strength
the
check will
percentile.
we have 50%. Advantage.
Oh yeah.
You mean 1 then?
Oh yeah, 1 if we're doing
One.
20. Yeah, sorry. Good point.
7. So yes, I managed.
Yeah, so you push the door shut. The one in the centre that you missed kind of backs out, and then that one faces you, and the other one's facing you.
Alright. I will swing my almighty spather. And I will hit it.
Okay.
And do maximum damage again.
Maximum
I bet.
damage again.
Oh,
not
close.
Only 7. Okay, so your spather bites deep into its neck, but it's still connected, and it doesn't scream or anything. It's just got like a spather in its neck, and it's just staring at you.
Oh,
And it opens its maw. You're facing a one-armed shambling thing.
I've got like a pot, you know,
Okay.
on my belt, and I've tried attacking with my sword several times, and I was never made out to be a sword man. Trainings were always, you know, like
Yep.
1, move 7, zip that, drop the sword.
Yep.
So I'm actually just going to try and smash this pot over its head.
Okay.
I was sort of just looking around for what I could do.
Yep.
And maybe is it a pot filled with something heavy or something, or is like has pigment in it or something, or
Yeah, paint.
paint?
Yeah, yeah. Some, just before you put it in the kiln, you're going to
So
do
it's
some decoration.
quite heavy. So I'm going to pull it off, pull it off my belt or whatever, snapping the
Smash it
leather,
into
the
its
leather
face.
things,
Right.
and just. I am Marcus Atticus, etc. And just smash it as hard as I can into his ungodly face.
Marcus. Your name's not Marcus.
Oh, Marcus.
Not one of your
Musicus.
10 names is Marcus.
I'm Musicus Atticus, etc.
Excellent.
All right, you get to about the 3rd name, and then you give
That's
up
right.
and just throw it.
Yes,
Smash it
yes,
into its face.
yes.
Okay, great.
I
So,
believe
what
in
does your pot do?
pots. I don't
What's
know.
your damage of
So
your
a
pot?
heavy pot. So it's like maybe like a hammer kind of thing.
1d6?
Well, I'd like it to do a lot more than that.
Oh.
Oh no, yours is 1d8. That's it. And then I had some
A
strength.
club
bonus.
is 1d6.
Yeah,
I
1d6.
feel like it's similar.
Yeah,
it's not,
1d6.
it's not
Club.
sharpened. It's
And this thing's only got one
one
arm.
object.
I use one of these sexy 12-sided, 6-sided die. 3.
Cool.
So smash it into his face.
Yeah.
What I'm thinking is character progression-wise, kind of Pathfinder alchemist.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
how cool
yeah.
would that be?
Yeah.
He discovers that smashing things, like, so whether there's probably acid, isn't there? If they were curing
Yeah, I mean, there is acid. There is
Curing hides and
a lot of that
things.
stuff's.
acids and gunpowder.
Yeah, no gunpowder.
But, you know-
there is Greek fire, but the
Yeah.
so there's naphthalene.
Yeah, alchemist fire. Yeah.
Not in Britain. But there's tar, and we know that tar burns.
But you know, but if I have these world-opening experiences, so that's what I'm thinking for the
Cool,
future.
cool.
Pathfinder
Okay,
alchemist.
so your pot and hand smash into this thing's eyeless face.
Yep.
And your hand lingers there just long enough to get a really cold, clammy ooze of what this thing's face should have been on your hand.
Lovely.
But you don't really notice it in the heat of battle.
No, that's right.
All right. This thing howls again.
The one with the
With like it's kind of a gurgly howl, but you get the sense that it's not just a weapon, that it's also a call for reinforcements.
Yeah.
We should get inside.
We should at some point. Yeah.
So meanwhile the door is shut and you've dropped the
Yep.
bar. Yep.
Can I, has my friend Horatio...
He seems exhausted, and then you hear another howl. Can you all give me a sanity checks, please.
There's a lot of sanity checks in your games.
I know.
This time I
It's
failed.
Cthulhu.
It was inevitable I was going to fail.
5 in a row.
I
Yeah, I'm
failed.
doing good too.
Great. Can
How
we
much
please
do I-
have a temporary insanity condition
Also, how
for
many do I
spurious?
take?
So a quirk. So we're looking for like a, terrified of rabbits, or
Shoo-hoo-hoo.
lights things, or kleptomaniac, or anything like that.
Yeah, something that he suddenly starts to have as a condition.
I'm now down to 2 to 1 odds on my sanity rolls.
Yeah.
33.
Wow. Great.
Wow.
Great.
That's troubling.
Okay.
Well, I like
Pass.
these rolls.
Sorry?
Pass.
Yes, I passed. 18.
Yeah, pass. Flying
Oh, you
colours.
guys-
5 in a row.
So have we got anything
See,
else?
Maelstrom Woodwork is a system.
That's right.
Horatius looks up to you, like you somehow have steeled his spirit because
Right.
he suffered greatly in the first howl. In the second howl, he's
managed.
unaffected, and he looks to you like you are some kind of inspiring
Hero.
figure, and he looks at you sort of beatifically like you're some sort of Christ figure.
I say in my best godly impersonation, do you have any oil?
He just points at the giant flaming mass that was there,
Right.
and then he starts to stumble, realizing that the other door's still open.
Let's get back in.
Oh, the other door is still open.
We're
Oh,
out of
okay.
experience.
And
Let's
what do
get
you
back
do
in.
with your spatula, which is still embedded in this thing's neck?
Oh, I haven't finished
And
it.
you've still got one that's sort of got a pop in the face. It's not
Yeah,
dead.
I think
It's
we
still
run
standing.
away. Let's get back in.
Alright, we retreat. Retreat!
Okay, so you extract your spatula.
Yep.
Can you roll?
Do I do any
Can
damage
you roll a
as I
1d6
extract?
as you pull out?
1.
It drops from your
Oh,
sword.
nice.
Yeah, yours only got 1 too, but you were retreating. You're
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
run
yeah.
back inside.
Yeah.
So as you
Across
stumble
flames.
after Horatius, whose name you don't know yet, he's pushing the door shut through the flames, and these two run through.
Sorry.
So these two have run through.
There's
We ran
suggestions.
through.
There's
Oh.
suggestions on
Oh, yeah.
his disorder.
Okay.
Nauseated by the sight of blood. A phobia of either daylight or sunset.
Nice.
Sunset's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
And or a stutter.
They're all good.
They are.
They are all good. I love nauseated by the sight of blood.
Yeah, I think you're going to run back through the door and just vomit. You're going to projectile vomit as you run through the door.
Yeah.
But I also like the sunset phobia, so I think it's
Yeah.
going to be those two.
Can I wait? I mean, I'll lose another 10% very soon. In fact, I mean,
It's the middle of the night. It's the middle of the night. Sunset phobia. You've got so long, so long
Which is
to
why
wait.
you can save it for when I next lose 7.
Yeah.
One at a time.
Okay. Oh man.
Also,
Okay. So
temporarily-
yeah. So you've got a
How
horror-
long does a temporary insanity last for?
Oh. How long does it last for?
Does someone know the rules of Cthulhu? Because we certainly don't.
Well, just.
I think
do
it
on the
actually.
fly.
I think you actually kind of keep it until you can regain your sanity, which requires like a psychotherapist and.
Oh
and-
well,
and,
and not an Invictus.
No.
Oh, no. Johnny's going to the rule book. Okay, cool.
I've been recalled.
So,
so
yeah.
there's still sounds of battle from around the corner.
No, there's basically a kind of a gurgly, shambly sound from a pot-faced.
Who left the gates
Monster.
open anyway?
Right.
Who leaves the gate open?
So one gate is now shut with Horatius, and the other gate, these guys have just run through, and you just narrowly avoided projectile vomit as Johnny's character
Yeah.
run through the door.
Yeah. I gingerly step over the vomit and run around to where
I help you close
Ben
it.
is.
Mhm.
We close it together.
Close together. Yep.
But is there a guy in the way? Is there a guy inside?
No,
No.
no. So Ben left him at the other gate.
Oh, okay. Yes, and we shut the gate together.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that then shuts. The fire is starting to burn down, and there are indeed 3 smoking corpses.
Yep.
I bet you they smell delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sort of. There's a kind of a burning meat, steaky kind of smell.
And it's so I quickly ran back out, away from the gate a bit and try to listen if there's anything going on in the south.
Okay. Can you give me a spot hit?
Yeah. Nope. I have no idea. I'm like,
So in the rain, there certainly isn't any. Things seem to have quietened down.
Have we secured the town?
Hematophobia is the fear of blood.
Hematophobia.
Yeah.
That makes a certain amount of sense.
Yeah.
What about fear of werewolves trying to tear your face off?
Yeah, that's a good fear
That's just
too.
rational. That's just being normal.
Yes, that's called common sense.
Right.
All right.
So the only thing guys know is that the south gate is still open.
We do know the south gate is still open.
We do
don't
know.
know that there's anybody.
Well,
Well, since the west and
assuming-
the east gate was open, you assume that the south gate was open.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm tired. I don't want to go to the south.
It's all this running about. It's
Sorry.
very, very.
Do you think the south is open as well? Let's go. Let's go. There's
So,
no time to spare.
All right.
1d10 plus 4 combat rounds for short temporary insanity.
Oh.
Okay. 1d10 plus 4.
Which is not very long.
No.
Longer temporary insanity is 1d10 plus 1d10 times 10 game hours.
Okay.
Which is a very long time.
1d10 times.
Well-
Game out. No, that works.
1d10 times 10 game hours could
Yeah.
be like many
That's
days.
2 days.
Well, yeah, several days, yeah. So, right, 1d10
40
times
hours.
10.
You have 40 hours of vomiting at the sight of blood.
Excellent.
Which, given that it's the middle of the night,
Yeah.
you're fine.
Should we?
I mean, the fact that there tends to be blood turning up in places like
On
our
walls.
sleeping quarters.
It's
It's probably not great.
What's that say? I can't tell anymore.
Experience.
That looks like an important message.
Yeah.
Oh, well. It was.
Stop emptying your gut, Spurious. We must get to the south gate.
All right.
Stop
Come.
spewing.
Stop spewing.
Furious.
Spurious.
What is your-
Is that a speech defect? No.
What is your name, young man?
Furious.
He's looking at you, even though Ben spoke to him.
The-
And I dedicate my life to your service.
You say your lifeblood.
Someone suggested in the chat that our Potter should make a pot for his head.
Ah.
I see what you did
I
there.
think a pottery helmet. a fired helmet. Oh, when we find a wheel in a kiln, I'm sure.
Yes, we can do that.
All this will
Imagine a
be-
clay mask in the shape of his face.
That's
with
pretty
slits. Wow.
Yeah, until someone hits it.
That's
All right.
Come, Horatius. Did he say his name?
Horatius.
Horatius.
Horatio.
Yeah.
Horatius. Come, Horatius.
Yeah, yeah.
Let's make with all hastus to the south gatus.
He's looking for a bridge.
No,
Right.
I don't understand that.
Horatius and the bridge.
Yeah,
No.
Oh, it's a very, very famous Roman reference. Horatio is the one who defended the bridge with two friends against the entire army,
Oh, nice.
and then collapsed the bridge himself with him on it as a
Oh,
way of
nice.
defending Rome. So it's Horatius on the bridge.
That was your character who did that.
I know my character did do that in
The
James
game with
Woolman's.
James Woolman.
James-
This game. And at the first PaizoCon I went to, the first con in fact, I never went to. Oh, that was so fun.
All right, what's happening in the chat?
Chat's going off on.
Oh golly, are we having trouble keeping up with chats?
Yeah, a little bit. Lycanthrophobia, stabbed in the faceophobia.
That's a great potential phobias. Stabbed in the face
Yes,
of phobia.
severely averse to being stabbed in the face.
Yep. Cool.
I'm thinking maybe a bit of height. So maybe Horatio and I can go up the stairs
Okay.
and run along the wall to
Okay.
see if they're trying to
Yeah.
get to the
Well,
south
I'm
you
running
gate.
directly across town.
Diagonally.
Yeah.
To the south.
You're going to
or
run to the
east?
centre and then run south.
Sorry, navigational fail. Yeah,
Okay.
which is the same
Because
direction as...
the houses are kind of jumbled, so running diagonally to the south gate might get you
Yeah, I'll do
led
that.
astray.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. So you're in a rabbit warren of alleyways.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow the wall. Is it curved?
Curved around the inside, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
So,
gonna
but
follow the
downstairs?
curve of the wall
But down.
on the ground.
Okay.
Beneath these guys, basically.
So, but they're up top. You're down the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're running. And
Because
you're,
then I can get to the door without having to go down the
You're
stairs.
doing a
Because I'm already
diagonal.
ground level.
You're doing a diagonal. Okay,
Yep.
so when you get to the top of the stairs,
Yep.
Can you give me a spot hidden check?
8.
You notice from out of the gloom that there are more shambling creatures coming, as if they'd been summoned.
But as long as the doors are all closed, we have no problem.
Well, they're not.
And they're coming from the southwest.
No, they wouldn't. No. they'd be coming directly from the north, and they'll have to go, oh, we can't get in.
We've just had a...
Welsh monsters.
Welsh, yeah. In which case they would be coming. In which case they would be coming from the southwest. They'd be coming from Wales.
Oh,
Come on, man! Look at your geography.
no.
Look at your geography, buddy.
Accent-induced play at failure.
We've just had a question. What campaign are we playing from Jamala Gray? Jane Marlowe Gray.
It's a Murray invented campaign of Cthulhu in late Roman Britain. So most of the Cthulhu Invictus are very much in what we call the High Empire. So 1st and 2nd centuries AD. This is one that I've sort of made in the 5th century AD because that's the fall of Roman Britain, and it's also around the time, of course, that the historical King Arthur is meant to have existed in the mid 5th century and sort of that whole period. So it's all that. Currently, these guys are 20 miles south of the Hadrian's Wall, and they've actually got to get another 180 miles south to safety. So it might last long, it might not. Who knows? We'll see how long they last.
Depends how long my sanity lasts.
Yeah.
All right. I call out to these guys and basically anybody else who's willing to listen. Attack! Defend the gates! Defend the gates! Shut the walls!
I will, says Horatio.
Can I
And he
pull out?
puts on an amazing burst
You
of
should
speed.
be
Right.
banging on doors.
And
Yeah, I'm banging on doors as I go past.
Yeah. So you hear a muffled.
I'm
You
gonna-
hear it clearly. Can you
I'm
give
gonna
me a persuade roll before
Okay.
that? You give me a persuade roll.
Derek.
Oh, sorry. Persuade roll.
Yeah, you're banging, but no response so far.
Yeah.
76. No, I fail on my persuade
Okay, so
again.
can you give? Hey, what are you screaming at? You're screaming at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah, defend the walls.
Okay.
Defend the town. Close the doors.
Okay, so
I
you're
succeed
banging. You're banging.
big time.
Can you roll me a 1d4, please?
Oh, yay! 1d4 commoners to be thrown to their deaths. 3.
3. So, gingerly, there's a gate opening in one of these
Yeah.
alleyways
Come,
that you're punting through.
Send your favourite sons.
Yeah, so they're breaking through hands that are
Yeah,
trying
yeah.
to grasp them back in, and they sort of stare.
Take
out
this
at you.
sword. It does
Okay.
no good for me.
Okay, one of them like you've given them
Roman
like the,
sword.
like
That is
the
very
deposit
exciting.
on a house.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And you see him look back at the room that he's just come from, as if he's like, "Oh, sweet." But no, he gets dragged forward.
Come.
And they dart off in front of you at ridiculously quick pace in this alleyway, like they know where they're going.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Local knowledge.
That's right.
Okay.
Knowledge Alley.
So you're following. You're following?
97. They've got in Knowledge Alley. See, look. This is their role in Knowledge Alley. 83. Rolling 83, but they still know the way.
They're going. They're going. Dig.
Yep.
Okay, so you're
I'm
following.
following them. That's
Cool.
a great idea. I've
Yep.
got knowledge. Follow the commoner who knows the alley. Look,
Do
see?
you? That sounds more like.
See, look, see, 41, and my knowledge follow commoner who knows local alley is 42. So
Can you put knowledge follow comma
knowledge
down?
follow
as
commoner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Johnny, you
Is
hear
it
this call?
Do you think
Yeah.
it's a science?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Knowledge follow commoner.
Science. It's not a science, it's an art form.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an art.
Well, you know,
you got art.
I've got art. Artfulness.
Okay.
Yes, so I'm running across the top of the time, trying
Yeah, so you're
desperately to
following
keep up with
Horatius.
Horatius.
He's incredibly quick. You're down the bottom.
Yep.
You hear the call. You just keep going.
I just keep running.
Okay, cool.
If Horatio is
gotta get to the
faster
door.
than I am,
Mm-hmm.
I might skid to a stop and maybe do a count. Of
Okay.
How many?
So
you
you've
know-
got to the southwestern corner.
Yeah.
Horatius is running on. Johnny's only a couple of meters behind him on the bottom.
Yeah.
So they're kind of equal.
Yep.
Yeah. So you see. Ooh, how many shall it be?
Oh, I don't like this.
I don't like it when the
Yeah, you see about 19 of them.
19.
Yeah. And they are heading directly for the corner,
Okay.
and they then split. So roughly, the 10 of them go to where the call came from, and the other 9 they split at you. But Johnny and Spurious and Horatius are way ahead of them.
Can we get our war drums back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I keep running.
Yeah, and you know there's a whole rack of spears waiting for you.
There is.
And then
Okay, so you guys you're getting to the southern gate.
does Horatius beat me to the gate?
Shut the gate!
But he's upstairs. So he's as you come to the gate, he's come down the stairs. Yeah.
All right, we're going to shut the gate.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So you shut the one gate. As that happens, you and your 3 commoners, you come out just in front of the gate, and you're like, "What? How did I get here so quick?" What you see, because you kind of see it, but you're not sure what it is. You see 2 Roman legionary cloaks disappearing into the darkness, and you notice a blood handprint on the still open left-hand gate that hasn't been shut.
They've been opening the gates.
Our friends.
Yeah.
So you don't know.
No.
You don't know who they are.
Quite.
Do I see them?
You
How
see the
far
clock.
away
You
are
see
they?
2 clocks. So what's happened is there's like a lit torch in the gateway, which there hasn't been in any other gateways, and just in the barrier of where the light stops, you see 2 Roman cloaks, and there's other shapes around them. You see this, but you don't put any significance on it.
I'll shout out, Brutus, Corvus, is that you?
Nice. There's now remember back to the drug
That's
that
Nathan and John's characters.
the drug that the commander was given, which basically made them non-responsive. So you remember now that your commanding officer inside the Thraeum just was not responding to anything, like he'd been drugged with some kind of drink, which was what one of the Daughters of Isolation did.
Yeah.
So they pretended to come onto them and then got them drunk on this drug wine. So it looks very similar because they don't respond.
So, but it is Brutus and Corvus.
As far as you can tell,
But they're non
they are the same shape and height.
And they're surrounded by these
Things dragging them into the
creatures.
darkness.
Oh, they're not trying to get in the gate.
No, they're going out the gate.
Being dragged away.
Yeah.
But are the other creatures trying to get in the gate? The ones
They're
running along the wall?
about halfway along the wall, outside. But these creatures, whatever's dragging your 2 friends, seems to be doing it not panicked, not rushed, not in fear of this thing coming.
Right. I think I should try and save my friends. But
Okay.
also, I need to communicate that to my...
I'm just going to close the gate. I'm totally cool with whatever.
Okay. So you're gonna okay. So you are equal. So he's on the parapet, equal with the creatures. Horatius is down with you.
And we were about to close
You were
the
about
gate.
to close the gate. Horatius doesn't know who these other 2 are. You're there. You see 2 Roman cloaks. So you recognise 2 Roman cloaks, but you don't give them any other significance. These 3 guys with you, they're super keen. They're like
Let's do this.
desperate for stuff.
Yeah.
Are they armed at all?
One of them's got a sword.
If you yell it out really quickly.
So I'll yell out to whoever is within
So
earshot.
you hear? Oh, can you? Oh, yeah. Can you give me a spot hidden?
No. Sorry.
You hear the distinct sound of Spurious's voice yell something, and you look over the parapet because you see the light spilling out.
Yep.
So can you give me another spot hidden? Because the one was to hear what he said, and this one is to see.
This is 10.
You see 2 Roman cloaks that look like the shapes of your 2 friends
Right.
going slowly out the gate. Now the creatures that are running equal
How
with
many
you.
feet or meters or things?
Well, so like it's about 10 meters, so the ambient pool of light's
Yeah, cool.
gotten that far, and they're just on the edge of it.
Just yell at me, I'll go and risk it.
You see those 2, and there's about 6 or 7 other creatures pulling and carrying them along.
These things are not easy to kill either.
As I'm running along, I'm looking for any stones or any parts of the parapet that are weak or
Okay, so
mortars.
there's kind of a disrepair.
Disrepair, yeah. Anything like that.
Okay.
And I'm
Been a
going
while
to get
since
to that
the
and
Romans
push
did
it
Push.
onto
Okay,
the.
can you give me a throw?
Yep.
Throw something. Oh yeah. Throw someone.
34. So
Fail. I think it throws.
I'm 25 on my throw.
Okay, so basically the whole crenellation gives way and collapses,
Okay.
and these creatures sort of, it thumps right in front of them, and they sort of slow, but they go around it, but it
Okay.
slows them down for a couple of minutes.
Like this.
Yeah, but you can sort of tell by that the rest of the stonework in this area of the parapet's probably equally
Yeah.
poor
All
in
right.
quality,
Well, I might.
which could Oh, no, sorry.
No.
We'll wait and see what happens.
Yeah.
Horatio.
So he's down with Johnny.
Oh, he's down. He's down already. Is he? Okay, I keep running along, looking for the next sort of.
Okay, so as you get to the next one, it too looks weakened.
Oh, all right. Can I give that a go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna. How can I improve my chances here? I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna push it over. 2.
It absolutely, the whole thing and the section of wall around it gives way and falls forward. Can you give me a throw with a +20, please?
What?
A throw with a 20 bonus.
20
Yeah.
advantage, yeah.
Like
Didn't you just succeed his throw?
Well, pushing over the wall.
Oh, yes, you did. Can you give me some damage then? Sorry.
Some damage. What kind of
D20.
damage?
Oh, 1d10. 1d10.
1d10. 4.
Cool. How many did I say? There were 10 of them, didn't I?
9 coming to
9.
the south gate.
I haven't got a D9. Okay, cool. Oh my gosh, this mini landslide basically falls onto them all. And you see it hit most of them, but they keep going. This like.
Yeah.
However, at that moment, the floor of your part of the wall, because most of the wall gave way when you pushed it,
Yeah.
sinks down outwards.
Can I leap backwards?
Yeah,
Can I
you got
leap
dodge?
to the side?
Dodge roll.
A dodge? I don't think I put many in dodge, so
It's
Half
automatically
your
times 2. What?
half your dex?
2 decks.
2 decks.
Two
Double
decks,
your
half
dex.
decks.
Double your dex already.
Half dex.
Double your
Half
dex.
dex.
What?
Half your
I've
decks.
got half dex.
Dodge equals dex times 2%.
Oh, dex times 2 is not half dex. Ours says half dex.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
literally HALF dex.
Mine says times 2%.
What should I choose?
Okay.
Do half. What did you succeed with?
No.
You are riding. You are surfing a wave of stone
Why
down
is
the outside of the fort.
Okay.
Do I see him coming?
No, so you hear and feel a sort of a shaking of the ground as sort of like some kind of stone.
Yeah.
You know something's happened. Again, no sound from these creatures.
No.
They've taken big stones to their body, but they've kept going. There's a couple of things that clearly shouldn't be walking on the legs that are clearly broken, but they're all still moving forward.
What's your character's name?
Aldous. What?
Alice! Our friends are out there! Come and help me!
The three little buddies.
Yeah.
They're like puppy dogs. They're waiting for an instruction.
I
and
guess
they-
I assess the situation to see the friends, see the Roman cloaks.
Yeah, you see Roman cloak.
Yeah.
We must rescue the Romans. They are
Okay.
more valuable than any of you.
Okay.
And out we run.
Now you run. So the 3 guys run. They run ahead because they're quick. Horatius doesn't know what to do. It's like he's looking around for Gaius. But without Gaius, he will stick close to you, Spurious. So out you go.
Alright.
Can you give me another dodge roll? So yeah, as you're surfing this wall of stone down, and you trip, you see this small party of 2 Roman soldiers and 4 unarmed Roman peasants running out into the darkness towards your 2 friends.
I think it should be double dex, not half dex.
Yeah, it does seem strange, doesn't it? But I failed anyway. Either way.
Can you? So you roll and take a tumble.
Yep.
And
Times 2% would be like.
you take 6 damage. So you take a bit of a winding.
Ouch.
Yeah. So yeah. So
Okay.
I think you feel like something gave in your shoulder.
Yeah. Okay.
Luckily, you're not throwing any spears anytime soon. There's a whole pile of quite damaged creatures in front of you, but they are still making their way forward, with one exception, who is racing. And as you guys race out, oh yeah, that's nice. How many did I say? There's 4. There's 26. So your numbers 1 and 2. Horatius basically has this creature bowl into him and sort of knocks him sideways as you guys are running out.
Okay, so I'm just going to grab. I'm just basically sprinting to a Roman and I'm going to grab him and drag him
Okay,
back.
cool. So they've got a what's actually known as a Germanic cloak. So it's the red cloak, and it's got like a cowl, but it's off their heads. So you can grab that and pull.
Pull them back!
Okay, cool.
What are they being pulled by?
They are, as you get out into the dark, your eyes adjust. There's basically women are accompanying them and essentially aren't forcing them. They've got like a hand on their arm and they're just like leading them, and your two friends are just
docile.
sort of docilely following. So there's not like any restraint, but they're almost like an automaton.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like they're guiding sleepwalkers.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon we just grab
So you
all
basically
that.
grab and it comes back in your hand, and Nathan's character basically just lands straight on its back.
Nathan's character. Oh, that didn't occur to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The penny drops. Oh, I can do that.
The other two Romans, literally, nice.
Penny drops,
The other two
literally.
Romans,
Roman
right.
penny.
Oh, yeah. I was just going to abandon them to the depths.
No,
glad you
yeah. So you basically Nathan's character.
Yeah, and I grab John's.
So as you do that, the three women that were leading them turn and face you.
I'm just running with the...
No, because you've pulled,
Right, yeah, I know,
right? And as you pulled, you didn't expect it to happen quite so
Yeah,
easily.
yeah.
So you pull and you're looking. These two heads turn and face you,
Are they
and you
lovely?
see.
Are
No,
they
you
lovely?
see. Face, you see
Are they like buxom English lasses with lovely plump faces and a few
underneath the flayed flesh of males that they wear.
No one told me about flayed
Can you
flesh.
please take a sanity
Oh.
roll? Because you haven't seen this before. These guys are
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's done.
Watch this. 5 in a row so far. 85.
Okay,
Bang.
bang.
Oh, it's women folk always
Can you
undo
take
me.
3 sanity, please? So you see that, and you're
Yeah, I've seen
like,
it.
I've taken 10%.
you've seen one daughter of desolation. There are 7 of them.
Can I take fear
Did I
of
say
women?
7 before? I think I said
I
7.
thought you said 3.
Have you lost
No,
your
3
sanity?
leading, 3 leading each,
Wow.
and I think 1 leader. Did I say 7? I think I said 7.
Okay.
Oh, I can't remember.
Can I take fear of women?
As your temper insanity.
Yeah.
Are you really?
Yeah.
10%.
Yeah.
Bang.
3 and 3 is 6, which is
Okay, yeah.
more than 5.
Can we please have Benjamin's fear?
That's something to do with women.
Some kind of fear.
Just think, pubescent white boy gamer and women.
Heterophobia. Nice.
Heterophobia. Now I fear of the other gender. Yeah. It's pretty. It's like, and what's new?
Yeah. Okay.
That's cool.
So
Right.
yeah, we'll go with heterophobia unless someone comes up with an amazing suggestion. Which
I'm going to attempt to actually physically pick up John's character, whose name I think is Corvus.
Yep.
Rather
Yeah, 'cause
than
the
try
big-
to drag him, I'm just going to grab him around the middle
And pull him backwards.
and lift him onto my shoulder and carry him back.
So currently he's walking away from you, and there's these 3 figures around him who seem to be leading him forward. So you're going to drag him around the waist, pull him back.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Can you give me a strength check?
Oh, no? Yeah, I can. Where's my d20? I succeed.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so absolutely. Again, no resistance really. You
No.
grab him and you manage to get him on your shoulder. He's on your shoulder currently.
Nice.
And
It's a soldierly way to take
Yeah.
cool.
Right. His
Right.
hands
So
dragging by the cowl. Pick him up.
lovely.
That's cool.
Meanwhile, your 3 mates see that you've saved one and that you've saved the other. They veer off to face these sort of wounded and broken, shambling things. One of them, whooping with his sword. And meanwhile,
Goodbye. Good job.
meanwhile, Horatius,
Go
who
on.
seems to be filled with some weird kind of fervour, which has lasted him since the events of the Western Gate,
Yes.
is wrestling with this creature. And you've now caught up with the rearmost of these creatures, but you are hurt yourself.
I am. Are any of them further back?
Yeah, so they're sort of strung out where they were sort of bashed around by the stones that you flung.
So the thing is, I'd like to kind of, make as
What-
little noise as
I'm
possible.
gonna go with gay Kiwi for sure. That's
What's
great.
Gay Kiwi said?
Irrational fear of breasts.
Breasts.
Mastophobia.
I kind of have that.
Mastrophobia? I must say, when I first read
Well, they're
mastrophobia, I thought it might be something else.
memo.
Mammophobia.
Ma-
yeah,
Mammophobia?
Oh, I'm sure he's Googled it.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah,
sort of thing you always Google.
Yeah. Fear
How
of
to get on the
breasts.
watch list.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So fear of breasts.
Breasts. Well,
Okay.
you know, anything attached to breasts, I guess.
So cows are really going to kick
Cows.
us.
Oh my god!
Okay, cool. So you're running.
Does it translate to sort of man boobs?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Imagine if they got that.
Because
Yeah.
you're quite large.
I am
aren't you?
quite
Yeah.
large and good looking. So
Don't
they're
look
very.
down. Don't look down.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm quite large too, actually.
I'm going to attack.
My size is 17.
Yeah.
Whoa.
On 3.
So you're booting it back to the gate. You're booting it back to the gate with Corvus,
Yep.
and Brutus is lying flat on his back, still asleep, kind of in a
Days.
daze. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Some.
Can you give me a? Have you got stealth? Some stealth or creep or what have you got?
Salmonella.
Sneak. Can you give me sneak?
Oh, stealth. Stealth is 60.
Cool.
Nice.
56.
You make it.
That's me.
So you start overtaking these things as you see that Horatius is struggling with this creature. We've gone over an hour. Should
Oh, we should have a break.
we leave that with a break? Mid combat breaks.
Yeah.
Sacrilege.
See you soon, or hear you soon.
I'd love to answer some questions.
Are we back online?
We are back.
Hello, we're back.
Hi.
We're just taking a break because it is dinner time here in Sydney, Australia. I know you guys are either heading to bed or not because you're here listening and watching to us. We thought just before we jump back into that mid-combat, we'd love to ask some questions while our dinner's on its way. So if you could, in the chat, send some questions about the Dicestormers, what we do, how we do it, what systems we like. We will do our best to answer those questions as we go.
Are you on the chat?
No. I'm attempting to get on the chat again one more time, but they will appear on that phone.
Oh, yeah,
Is
sorry.
anyone on the chat?
Right, sorry.
I'm going to try and get on the chat right now. How do I mute
If you
the
just
video
shout
here?
at your computer, we'll probably hear it. I think that's how it works.
Oh, I see it. How do I stop the video? Can you do that on this website?
I don't know.
I think
Chat
the
only.
little...
Wow, it's really slow.
Are you on the chat?
Well, you should be able
No.
to see the chat anyway.
What about John and Nathan today? Well, we had planned to have
Vast.
lots and lots of players running today. We're going to play Dragon's Demand and continue our adventure. Nathan had
Family
a family
situations
commitment.
and
That's right,
sick-
which he had to go to
sickness,
suddenly.
yeah.
And then John just woke up really, really sick after a really busy week. Derek also woke up sick this morning. but
As did I. I woke up this morning with no voice whatsoever.
Yeah.
So if you hear I'm a little croaky
well.
now.
You've done well.
Yeah, you did well.
Yeah.
So we were planning on a big 11 a.m. till 6 p.m. And then all things went awry. So we ended up saying, well, let's just do the one session and not tax people's health too much. So yeah, here we are.
Here we are.
And Johnny drove for an hour and a half to get here.
What's your view on White Wolf systems? Does anyone know any of them? John would have an idea about that. I
John,
think.
John and Nathan would be the
Yeah,
best.
yeah. I've never played them. Don't know what they are.
Yep.
Yeah, sorry.
Ask the
So
So they're
Dicestormers
all
that aren't here.
they're all
Yeah.
Vampire the Masquerade.
Vampire
yes.
Yeah, so yes,
Uh,
John and Nathan would be your best bets on that one.
Any
Sorry.
plans to return to Numenera? Any plans to return to Minotaur game? Yes, so Nathan.
Oh, a Minotaur game, fine.
Yeah,
Hello, Minotaur game. We actually, has the podcast gone up for that?
No. Did you play one? Did you?
We did play.
We did audio only.
We did an audio only second version of The Clay That Woke, and I think we actually got the system right this time. Yeah, that was really good. That was
Loved
really
that.
that was we had flying minotaurs and all sorts of things going on in that one.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wonder if it is up.
Yeah, but on that, I was showing the guys earlier. Oh, I wonder if I can show it on the camera. I came across a Murray-esque purchase. Is that centre?
Yes.
A labyrinth coin.
A little bit back.
A little bit back. How's that?
Yeah, yeah.
It's a labyrinth coin from Knossos, which is pretty cool. Anyway, on Minotaurs. So I really like the Minotaur system. It's a really cool, weird world. I think John wants to do Numenera again sometime soon. And obviously,
I've never played Numenera.
John
and
sort of burnt himself out by playing lots and lots and lots of Numenera with another group. But
Yeah.
then I think he mentioned the other day that he's
yeah.
actually
So there's
keen to get
Numenera.
into it
There's
again.
there's the new skill building card game which is based on Numenera, and we haven't played a game in the Strange yet. I think we plan on doing that
No,
at some point. And
I
you ran a
Numenera
game. as well, yeah.
game. I could run another one.
There you go.
Mm.
Any other
Yes.
questions in the
So
chat?
how did the group get together, and how long has it been together? We've actually just recorded a whole lot of answers for the Campaigner magazine, and so he'll be writing up those answers, and then we'll also be releasing the video of that in June, I think. So wait around for that, because it's actually it was actually a really lovely session, all sitting together and chatting, and we had to insert answers from Murray. And it's quite a long story, in fact. But so
We're
we'll
not.
wait for that.
We're 2010 was when it all sort of kicked off, but I don't want to have any
How
spoilers
long
for
ago?
that.
Yeah, I guess
Oh,
it was.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
Ben and I were working on a project together in June 2010, and
And that's where
Ben
you guys
took the brave step to say, "Hey, I play D&D," and I was like, "Oh, cool!" And so we started playing, and then it went from there. Really.
The other thing that's kind of, interesting to mention, I think this question has probably come about because how do I find people and how do I find people to play? And, when I started gaming with these guys, we were obviously putting our games up on YouTube, so I was linking to that in my social media, on my Facebook and my Twitter, and saying, you know, I've got this new video up with these guys. And all of these role players came out of the woodwork. People who I didn't know, who I'd never expected, who were role players, said, "Oh wow, this is really cool," or do you think you could D&D, you know, Dungeon Master a session for us? I'd love to start playing. So yeah, it's.
You know what I've had recently? I've had 2 people who in the corporate world do corporate role playing when they play the angry customer for their teams, and I was like, well, it's exactly the same thing. And they're like, I think I would love it because I was so good as the angry customer. Like, okay, well, that's what we do for. So yeah, it's really interesting how the world has changed in terms of role playing, and people are far less afraid of it than they were.
So a werewolf is really just a very, very angry customer.
I've met several werewolves, and you know, their claws, their bite. You know, Medusas, I've met those.
Yeah.
They turn you to stone with their stare. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, Warren!
Warren, hello!
Warren says we'll play Numenera for October LOLONCon.
Oh, lovely, jubbly. Lolon
That's so
gone.
cool. Hello, Warren.
Hi, Warren. Hi, Monique.
Oh my god.
Hi, everybody. Oh.
Dicestorm fan wants to know if we're going to play some more Edge of the Empire.
I believe that's part of the plan, is Edge of Empire.
Problem is that we now have so many games.
So many systems.
And everyone wants us to play all of them all of the time.
If you look at our YouTube channel,
But we'll
I did record a question. You know, what would you like us to play next? So
And Cthulhu
Rated
kicked
very
on that
high.
one. That got the most votes for Cthulhu.
Here we are playing it.
Here we are playing Cthulhu. So
vote for Edge of the Empire, and we might play that
yeah.
too.
And I think Force Awakens as well. I think there's a plan to play Force Awakens too, especially because it has the Force in it as opposed to the other early
But
systems.
Murray's copy of the 7th edition of Call of Cthulhu is currently
It's either
sitting
on
on a dock.
it's either sitting on the dock in Sydney or it's on a truck somewhere. So hopefully
Or
it's
in a
arriving
warehouse
this week
somewhere
coming.
or
So
something.
there may be more 7th edition Cthulhu on its way. And I have a really cool Cthulhu planned, actually out in nature. But we'll see whether I can convince the group to come with me.
Try comment says I'm not currently conscious enough to come up with a coherent question, so instead just know you guys are a pleasure to watch.
Thank you.
Shall we
Yes,
kick back into
Should we kick back into it?
Yeah. So the pizza should be when?
in 45 minutes?
45
Sweet.
minutes. There you go, Mary. So you got
You got to live for
3/4 of
45
that
minutes.
sand.
I mean, we've got a game for 45 minutes.
Got to stay sane for 45
Stay
minutes.
sane. Well, you might be vomiting very soon. And there's 7 women, so you're going to be in trouble too.
Yeah.
I have another question.
Yes.
When I chopped these people with my axe, was there any blood?
No.
Right.
Yeah, no, there's been no blood. So they're kind of a grey. Only one hand has sort of touched them. So your sword went into the neck, but there wasn't spurts of blood.
No.
Like that.
That's lucky.
Lucky because you would have vomited all over them. So you're the only one who sort of had your hand touch this grey oozy kind of stuff.
Just hope there's no women bleeding, because
The what?
I'm just going to be like...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're both.
Yeah, both of you. Poor old wounded Gaius will be on his own. Okay, so
we need some music back.
yes, we do.
I
We're
am-
mid-combat.
I think I am rescuing Corvus.
Yeah, you've got Corvus over your shoulder. You've got
Brutus.
Brutus on the ground, and you're dragging him by his cowl. Currently, these 3 women have turned. Your 3 women have turned, but you actually sort of snatched and ran, so that you can't see that they're staring into your back. You've overtaken 2.
Sorry. So I was trying to sneak up behind these bad guys.
Okay, so you've succeeded in doing
And
that.
I was going to attack them in the back.
Sorry, I thought you were sneaking past.
No,
Yeah, you've done it.
I wanted to...
Your stealth roll, I think, was the last roll we had, which was successful. You are behind them.
all right, so can I chop them in the back?
Yeah.
Backstab?
Can you take a -5 because of your pain in
Okay.
your right shoulder?
39, I succeed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you do damage, please?
1 point of damage.
You hit, and it takes a step just as you strike, and
Right.
basically you do a massive cut down its spine,
Okay.
and it keeps moving.
It doesn't turn
There's
around.
no bleed.
And doesn't respond. These things are
You're a
weird.
bit-
It's like they've got a focus.
Yeah, like you said before, they've got a program,
Yeah.
and they're just completing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've each
I
been
think they're
assigned a
Cybermen.
gate. And yeah, they
I
are.
think they're
Cybermen,
Cybermen.
except made of flesh.
Made of berry wolfy flesh.
All right. Cool, that's me.
Okay. Johnny, you're carrying Corvus inside,
I am.
so you get inside the open door.
How far behind
Can you give me a strength check?
Can I'm gonna, as I run, I'm gonna turn over my shoulder and see how far behind.
Can you give me a strength check?
So I'm sort of back still at the moment where I'm just first pulling back.
Yeah,
but then
so
I've got scared.
You've got the cowl. You didn't let go. Yeah, and you probably take a couple of steps backwards. Can you give me a strength check to make sure
and
you
I'm
can
going to
actually
try
drag
and
this?
just drag him. Yeah,
Just dragging him by the.
This will be the first strength check that I ever succeed, and I don't.
Yep. So you're like. All right. Cool. Your friends. Oh, nice. No.
Help
Yeah,
me!
nice. Oh my
Help
gosh.
me!
Oh my gosh. No, the third one finishes. One with the sword slashes into one of his things.
1d8, I think.
Yeah, the sword cuts, and he's not very competent with it because he's kind of just whooping and swirling. But it cuts one of them, and they just keep moving, ignoring.
Where are they headed to?
The gate.
They're headed towards the gate. So this is you've come out
Where
of
you
the
need to
gate,
run to.
and this is over to the right of the gate.
It's gonna get grabbed.
You guys are directly in front of the gate,
Yeah.
and Horatius is to the left of the gate, fighting off this creature. All right. And the second one hit with his fist. No, it's not going to be that. It's going to be that. And again, sort of thumps one, and then pulls his hand away gooeyly and goes. Right.
So whose turn is it?
And Horatius is wrestling away.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and he pushes this creature off him, which is just like you. If anyone notices, they're just like, what? So he's like been filled with some kind of divine fervor, and he pushes this creature off him.
He's a berserker.
And then, well, I wasn't going for berserker, but there are remarkable
similarities.
inter-system similarities. And if he does get a glowing pottery helmet, then
Olivis?
Horatius.
He needs a third
Decimus.
name.
Yeah, well,
Horatius
so he's got
Decimus.
Horatius Decimus. He does need a nickname. So
He needs a
it could easily
nickname.
be
Olivis.
Yeah. Okay, so he pushes this thing off him, which is amazing. So. Yeah.
Someone help me drag this random Roman who I don't care about.
All right. So they keep
am
moving.
I pulling Nathan or
yeah,
that other
you're
guy?
pulling
John's-
Nathan's character.
Nathan's
Yeah, he's
character.
got
Well, no
John's
wonder I
character,
can't lift it.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah. All right. So
I'm gonna. Oh, how am I gonna do this?
Just close the gate.
yeah, you're inside the door.
Have I gone in the gate?
Yeah, you've gone inside the door with
Is there a gatehouse?
You're in the gate is this one again.
Yeah.
So you guys have run out. This one's shut.
What's their,
You've
like,
run
AI?
out into here. So you've come back inside. Here's where Ben is with Nathan's character.
On the
Horatius
outside?
has just stood
Outside,
up over here,
yeah.
and then the rest of the group are over here. So you could easily put Corvus down
Can I put Corvus down inside
inside the gate. Yeah.
the gate?
Yeah.
Somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Ish.
If you can get back inside the gate, it's safe. But if you can't, then nowhere's safe.
Yeah. Well, I've got him on one arm and I've got my sword in the other
You
hand.
have.
So I'm gonna
You're
try
gonna
and
fight with him on your shoulder.
I'm gonna fight my way back through this group that you're dealing with and our friends.
Kick-ass.
No, so you can come back through the gate quite easily.
Oh, they're not because they're in front of the other gate.
So the group's over here.
I'm off
Yeah.
to the
All right,
side.
I'm just gonna make a beeline, run through the gate, put Corvus down,
Okay.
and then run back out.
So as you come back out the gate, you see this Horatius looking somehow strong, and this creature that charged at him has sort of second guessed itself and is sort of shuffling around a bit. There's three wild youths kind of whooping it up
Flailing,
like
yeah,
they're flailing against these creatures, and then
I'll
there's
leave them to it.
yeah,
just
and then
making a
this guy's
beeline.
trying to
beeline
drag
to
this Roman.
Help me!
And the
I'm
women,
coming!
7 women have turned and are walking towards the feet of Brutus.
I'm coming.
Do I get another pull?
You get another pull.
Come on.
I'm spurred on with a bonus because I'm terrified of women.
If you look up, we'll see what happens.
I'm going to look up, grit my teeth and say, I am Musicus, Atticus Primus,
Before you
Optimus,
get your third name out, you
Vanuadictus.
scream
Ah!
because there are 14 breasts facing you, and you of course have a fear of breasts.
And so I get a +2 on this roll?
Oh,
You get, let's see what happens.
I fail worse
You let go.
and run.
No, you fall onto your bum.
Okay.
And you're sort of stumbling, scrambling, trying to get away.
Maverick,
just
Maverick!
as Spurious comes up beside you.
Yep.
And somehow you feel strong because whenever Spurious has been beside you, not that you've known it,
No, that's right.
he's saved your bacon. So yeah.
No, you did know one time.
He saw you. He saw a sword go like that. So yeah.
Consider this
And
bacon ready to
now,
be
what are you
saved.
doing?
So I'm going to keep hacking away at the
Okay,
backs
hack away.
of these guys.
Hack.
How many are left?
It's still.
I think we need to get
Still
inside,
nine.
basically. We need to get inside, yeah. We're not
Yeah.
going to just kill them all.
All right, 30. So they take another 4
It
points.
drops.
Okay.
Yeah. So the one that you took the cut out of the neck, out of the back, it drops to the ground.
Yep.
And its friends keep shambling on. They're kind of broken like you. The only one that's healthy, as you see in the pool of light, because you saw Horatius get taken down, and you may have written them off.
Yeah.
You see. When you fell this one, you see that Horatius somehow has got back to his feet, and that this healthy creature is almost afraid of Horatius.
Oh.
Is he
With
blessed?
my
Is he
understanding-
wearing like a cross or something?
With my understanding of these creatures, could I run around them or past them and?
You've noticed, you've probably noticed that they are very. Can you have? Oh, give me an idea. Roll.
An idea roll?
I knew someone would say that. Stoney, you're a bad person.
What did he say?
Bad
What did he say?
person.
What did he say?
I don't think it's even worth repeating.
Oh man, you can't do things like that. What's that say?
7 women and Ben can't pull. I'm hopeless in every way.
Yeah.
So I rolled a 29 for my idea roll, so
Okay.
yes, I succeeded.
Yeah. So you think these things are focused on a mission?
Okay.
And
And because they're damaged and stuff,
yeah,
I can run.
you're faster because you haven't taken any damage to the leg. You've only taken a damage to your right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's going to be my.
Okay, you're
I'm
gonna run past. Okay, cool.
Run around them and try and
Johnny?
get to.
I'm gonna pick up Brutus.
Okay, cool. So you're gonna grab.
Yeah, Well, I have to pull him away from the women first before I can. hoist him
So you're
up.
gonna drag first and then pick up him.
But I'm not by his. Well, aren't you dragging as well?
I've
No,
let go
he
and
let
taken
go
my mum.
in his
You ran for it.
sphere of breasts.
My memorial terror.
Memorial terror.
Mm.
Yeah.
We'll
Well.
have to build a memorial to
I
memorial.
will. Yeah.
So did I make a strength roll?
A strength
What do I
roll,
do?
please.
Oh dear. I failed.
Okay, as you go to pull the cowl, these women's hands land on the ankles of Brutus. So there's now going to be a Brutus tug of war.
So did you fail your strength roll?
Okay,
I did, yeah.
so your
See, other people can do it.
your friends.
Oh yes, the buddies.
2 of them hit. One of them punches another one. So he punched with his left hand. So he's got goo all over him. Your friend with the sword, however, flailing madly, does so. 4 ones I've rolled with damage. And takes another kind of slicing blow out of another slowly shambling thing that kind of ignores him. But they are now beginning to turn in towards... the first 3 are beginning to turn in towards the closed gateway.
Right. So there's still an open gateway
There's still an open gateway and a closed gateway.
where he's thrown.
Yeah. And there are 9 of them.
All right. How?
Oh, sorry, there are 8 because you took 1 down.
We just need to close the gate and throw fire at them. I
Yeah.
think that's what we have to do. Just
Yeah.
get inside the gate!
So
Leave
I'm,
him, leave
I'm running
him!
around the group,
Okay, cool.
Leave him, Spurious!
and
Yeah, so you're now at the head of those 7 that were injured. So you're outdistancing them quite easily.
All right.
But you're now at the gateway.
Yeah. I say, Horatius, Olivus.
Yeah. So Oliver's is kind of. So as you say that, you see him strike this creature with his open fist,
Right.
and it is hit in the chin, which seems to revive its kind of humanity, and it gives out a wail of pain, which is the first sound other than that yowl that you've actually heard. So it's like him pushing it off somehow has revived some kind of sign of humanity in it.
All right. I say, to the town, close the gates.
And he kind of snaps out of some kind of not trance, but he was in some sort of transfixed
Right. Religious fervor.
religious fervor kind of visiony thing.
Whoa.
And your voice brings him out of it, and he looks at you, and he beams smilingly at you because you're
I'm
seemingly unharmed.
I'm the guy.
Yeah.
And I also shout out, peasants inside, peons.
They ignore you.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh well.
They are boys on the town whooping it up.
Sometimes people make mistakes, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I guess I'm gonna just make.
I think I hope.
Oh, hang on, no, sorry,
Can I have-
you're sprawled backwards. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm gonna help you.
Pull with me.
I'm gonna
Okay.
grab an arm each and just drag him.
All right,
Just
Arnage,
drag
can
him.
you do however you add assistance, can you...
Well,
Yeah, give me a strength check each.
yeah, we'll see
There
who
we go.
succeeds and who doesn't.
You made it.
I made it. I
I
made it.
failed.
Okay.
So in your blind panic and fear of not looking up, you reach for an arm and grab it and just pull backwards.
Yeah, yeah.
And yeah, you drag Brutus away and it breaks the handhold of these
Yeah.
these women. And you're quite shocked that
Yeah.
you actually succeeded in your first... Yes.
I knew this had something to do with doing things.
All right. So you fail in that pull. You now are in the centre of the gateway, and
Right.
Horatius is sort of coming towards you.
Yep.
The
Who is?
Horatius. The creature that he hit is sort of shocked that his jaw hurts so much, and he's pretty much not moving. And the others are coming. The whooping youth. Oh dear. Do nothing against these shamblers, and they kind of realise they're ineffectual and they're not actually being fought against at all. So they keep coming.
Can I, with my axe, sort of, and my dolabra, can I push these guys that the three people are fighting? Can I get a bit of space?
So
That
they're
way?
so at the front of the front of these seven, these three guys are fighting. So you'd have to get between them and you.
Yeah.
So you're behind them.
I'm behind
The
them.
three.
Yeah.
You'd have to actually either pull them back or get in front of them and push them back. But you would then be with your back to the creatures.
Yes, I want to grab one of them by the shoulder or the
Okay.
scruff and sort of say, "To the town, man!
Okay,
To
which
the
one?
town!"
Which one?
The one that's on the furthest out.
Okay, so
So
that's.
if there's like 1, 2, 3 of them, I
Yep.
want to grab.
Okay, so you grab the furthest out. Yep. You pull him and he's like. He comes back in. The one with the swords in the middle.
Okay.
And he's crazily badly
Excellent.
swinging his sword.
Oh, whoops. Sorry, Mom.
Oh, he's having the best time. He's he'll die happy if he does.
Teenagers.
He'll die happy
Yep.
if he dies. Okay.
Is that us?
That one there. Horatius sees what you're doing, and he grabs the other one on the other side and pulls him back with you. So the other two, and meanwhile there's one with his sword,
Just the sword one.
your sword, whipping it round.
Trying to
I'm
be
sure
a
it'll
hero.
be totally
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Where are you now?
We're now going to.
We're
I'm
dragging
dragging
Brutus.
him, but if he
You're
can get
But
a
I think
hold,
we should try and lift him.
Okay.
Because
Drink.
he's semi-conscious. He can walk if we're guiding him.
Yeah. He would be.
So
he would be.
maybe
So I
I
think we
can.
need to lift
He,
him to his
he's
feet
sort of
at
pliable.
least.
He's pliable.
Can I just give him like a 2, a bonus
Yep.
on his roll? Yeah. So I'm going to help you.
Compliance. Yeah.
I succeeded.
Cool. So you get him to his feet.
Yep, and we'll kind of
Yep. As you do that, can you give me a spot
guide
hidden?
off carry. Failed.
You failed your spot hidden.
My
Good.
spot hidden is not very good.
So it's now on shoulder.
Because Horatius is scratched as is one of the youth. So you see,
if Nathan's character
you'll be vomiting.
It's nice.
if Nathan's character's really heavy, if he's going to have to sort of stumble to the gate.
Oh,
Can I-
look. So the women were just leading him. And
Yeah, we
yeah.
can lead him.
So
I'm
you
not
can just
carrying
lead
him.
and walk him.
You're carrying.
You've
you're
got him.
leading.
Got him to his feet.
Oh, okay, good.
Strength check was just to get him
So
on
you-
his feet.
He's now upright
Okay, cool.
and still semi-conscious.
Yeah. Okay. So I'd imagine this lovely thing where he's sort of guiding him towards the gate, and my back is to them, sort of warding them off with a pot or something in terror. No,
Your
I,
back is to them. You're facing the women.
no, I wouldn't want to do that. That'd be a bad
Are you
thing.
bravely facing 14 breasts?
Not 13. One hasn't fallen off.
No, you've done no damage to him at all.
Okay, no, we'd probably just take him arm in arm and drag him, just pull him, push him.
Yeah, and you probably might try and speed him up a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, he resists speeding up. He just
Yeah.
shuffles.
Yeah,
You should do the weekend at Bernie's thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we
yeah.
tie
Yeah.
your shoelaces together. And
I really want to go to the
Okay.
gate.
Oh. Yeah, swingy sword man is just swinging.
you've got
not
missing.
actually making any
Damn.
contact with anyone anywhere.
Get in the gate! Get in the gate! We
Derek,
need to
what about
shut
you?
the
What do you
gate!
What am I doing?
You've pulled one. He's kind of run with these guys and run inside the gate, and as has Horatius. So there's you and Horatius,
Yes.
and one wild youth.
So I duck below the helicopter,
Good plan. Yeah.
the helicopter guy, and sort of grab him by the back of the shirt and
Okay.
to the town, man.
Okay. He kind of snaps out of his thing. Oh. Kind of.
Stop.
And he runs back into the town.
Okay.
At that sound, you hear 3 thuds as 3 of these creatures are thumping on the closed gateway.
Yep.
And the others are now in the middle, and they're about to turn into the open gateway.
Okay.
So Horatius is like he's looking after you. So when you get this youth to run back, he stays there looking for either instruction
Yep.
or to cover your back.
Are you
So
going to
is there still one guy out there?
No, you've got all 3 guys.
Are you going to start a cold?
Maybe, yes.
Possible.
Yeah.
How far are we, us 3, from the gate?
You're so these guys are still further out than you. You guys are in the gate, and you're all facing away from the 7 daughters of desolation who are about to
Chase.
reach out.
So we're at the gate.
You're so in that picture there. These guys are probably where Derek and Horatius are. You guys are sort of halfway, so you're about to get back to the gate. Cool.
Wait, there's daughters of desolation. No, I can't say that. There's these women coming. Get the oil. Get the oil.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burn the women!
They're witches! They're witches! Get the oil!
Oh, nice. Can you give me a persuade roll,
Yeah,
please?
I
With
like
a
it.
plus 10. Nice.
Me too. Me, I yelled too. I fail critically.
Yeah.
What is this?
Because
Persuade, yeah.
my
no.
comments are sexist and unfair and not really appropriate for this time.
Yeah, they think you said there are bitches,
That's right.
and
Oh.
the mothers inside the town aren't going to listen to you.
Yeah. No.
Okay, cool.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
bollocks.
I don't
absolutely.
take much in persuade.
But maybe Horatius knows where the.
Oil.
Oh yeah,
Oil
yeah.
is-
So he looks to you.
Yes, I say find the oil. Bring us oil.
He runs back inside with a remarkably whippet-like speed.
Well, I'm going back inside too.
Right, you go with him.
Yeah.
You race past these 2 who are trying to make Brutus move fast.
Oh, okay.
You feel a wickedly sharp pain in your right arm as
Are
a
you ready?
dagger seems to cut into you.
They're not nice.
From the women.
From the
See,
women.
that's what I told you.
You take 1 hit point of damage.
Oh gosh.
Stay away from girls.
I'm gonna die.
I told my son that. I'll tell you.
Do you look down?
What?
Do I look down? That is the
A
question.
wickedly sharp pain in your right arm.
I'm not going to be able to help these 2 guys any.
You kind of got
Get
past
oil.
them. They look like they were in hand.
Okay.
And these women, they're not like screaming dervishes or anything. They're sort of walking like a sort of slow, determined walk. But they've all each, you notice as you run past them, they've each got their wicked dagger that you've noticed from the flaying of the
Yeah.
flesh.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking wives, that it's like the most dangerous sort of woman, really. A slowly
Are the
determined walk.
cold.
That's right. We need to
calm.
have a talk. Can you just come down and sit here for a minute? It's like, I was wrong.
I'm rather
I'm
disappointed.
Yeah, those
That's
are
right,
most we need to talk about our finances.
That's
That
right,
is
yeah,
the
that's right.
scariest,
Yeah.
scariest
Yeah.
conversation.
I love my wife, but that slow determined walk.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So, do
Terrifying
you look
thing.
down? Can you give me
Yeah.
You're going to look down?
Do I?
What would we
suppose I
roll
would.
against to see whether you look down?
Why would he not?
Oh, I don't know why I wouldn't. So I
Yeah,
guess
okay. You look down.
Let's just say I
You
do.
see the blood.
I feel
Boom, and
Oh,
particularly ill.
you vomit
Oh, I
all
vomit.
over. Yeah. yourself.
All right, nice.
Yeah. Yeah. You stagger.
Forgot the blood thing.
So
Yes.
you
Yeah.
see him look down, and
I
you
was
see
too
him vomit.
transfixed on
Do
the women
you
thing.
do you look
At the blood?
your friend?
I'm just
on the other side of
dragging.
Brutus?
I'm just dragging
Okay, cool.
Nathan as fast as I can. back
You
to
feel
the-
a sort of a slight. So you're dragging, and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
not moving particularly quickly.
Yeah.
You feel a slight pull
Rotation,
back
That's right. Yeah.
because Johnny's kind of been distracted by this cut.
Feeling
Didn't
particularly ill.
I'm amazed you have anything more you can vomit up.
Do I feel the
Get
warm
him
vomit
direction.
splash on the back of
No,
my
it's
legs?
kind of yeah. Oh yeah, you do. Yeah, that's nice. Let's do that. Yeah, you feel a
That's
warm
graphic.
splashing.
It's like, oh,
Warren,
dead.
Warren deserves. I'm going to get sand damage from Warren's joke.
Oh, why?
When a werewolf comes along, you must whip it. we don't have Nathan here. He's good at
No,
whipping
he
things.
does.
Yeah.
But I think that's a Devo reference.
It
We
is.
must whip it good. We must
And
whip it real
also
good.
reference to Horatio running like a whippet.
Ben,
Like a,
I see.
not a Devo reference, a whippet
Ben-
reference.
Ben must get a bonus because of this phobia. Yeah, totally. I need to. I get enhanced speed.
He can have a bonus when he has to fight men.
Because I'm totally cool.
Unfortunately.
Because you don't fear anything about me.
That's right. Oh, I can
Yeah.
stab you. Look, I can do it again.
Okay.
All right, I'm getting to the door.
Yes.
And I'm getting ready to close and bar it as soon
Okay,
as
so as you
these three
see,
are in.
these three, the injured creatures are essentially drawing even with them.
Oh, snap.
Oh, 'cause
Can you give me another strength check?
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I succeed.
Great.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
succeed.
Okay, so
I can roll
you
things.
basically are now through the door.
Nice.
And these
Bar the
creatures,
gates.
So there's,
Bar
there's
the gates.
there's 4 injured things coming at the gate. They're looking like they, have a plan, but they're all kind of a bit broken. So they come in, the bar shuts, that comes down.
Barry thing.
The barry thing, yeah, cool.
There's probably some
The
really
door is
cool
barred.
name for it.
Yep.
All right. How's Horatio
Horatius,
going?
then as you shut the bar, he's standing there with 2
The
pots
oil.
of oil.
Right.
The battle's not over yet.
No,
This is
I was just
outside
I'm
the gate.
preemptively.
You got the door shut, so
Yeah, we got the door shut.
Try
Shut
it!
the door,
The
yay!
I sit down, have some
Role
tea.
playing about doors closing.
So I think there is 10 of these guys trying to bash in through the
There's,
western
there's
gate.
only 8.
Hey,
So one
no,
of
they're
them.
all
No,
at this
10 of them
gate.
at the western gate.
Yeah.
Because they split off.
No, we
Yeah.
dealt.
No, there were
Horatius dealt with
19.
some of them,
10
didn't
went to the western gate and 9 went to the southern
As
gate.
As long as they're
It was
outside,
a-
I'm sure it'll be totally fine.
Yes, I'd just like people
What,
to
you
go
reckon,
and...
you reckon the flame damaged western gate doors will hold?
Oh yeah.
There wasn't any flame for the western gate, was there?
Yeah, but it's
Bit
sort of
up
repeated out. He
that's
already
right.
burned it. Yeah.
So can we send the 3
I don't think
guys
the
off to the
door's
western
damaged.
gate?
Yeah,
I'm going to say...
Rouse the town! Can I have my sword? No, never mind. That's right. You take that. That's good.
You are...
They go to the western gate. They go diagonally.
Can we tell them? Yeah, they
They're
should rouse the
running.
town. They should
Yeah,
rouse
rouse
some
the
of their
town.
friends
Okay.
as they go.
Tell them how great it is to almost die.
Okay.
I say to Horatio, you have done well, my son. You are the hero of Vindora. We will get you a banner.
Oh, I thought I wouldn't have to live with those jokes with Nathan not being here.
The hero of Vindora.
Doesn't have the same kind of ring to it, does it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And I say to him, can you check the northern gate?
Okay.
Secure
so
the northern gate.
he nods and he moves off with a sort of more. He's got more. Authority,
Gravitas.
and gravitas.
Yeah.
He seems to be. He's still very much beholden to you and will do what you ask.
Gravitas.
He sort of moves away with a sort of a heroic gait.
Right.
And at that moment, as you do that, you notice a breaking of the dawn.
Oh,
What?
A what?
Something opening.
No,
The dawn.
Dawn.
Dawn! The light!
This has all been through the night.
Oh, hang on.
Through the night. That's a song.
Yeah, so there's the eastern sky starts to
Oh.
brighten.
Excellent.
I fall to my knees and howl a howl of guttural horror and relief.
Okay.
It's a werewolf. Kill him.
Yeah.
I'm going up the stairs and I'm going to
Okay.
see what the women and the various the awful swamp creatures are doing.
Okay, cool. If you go up the stairs, you see that the women they're basically standing watching
Does
these
the rain abate?
creatures bash
Ah.
against the wall.
Not-
You
not
notice
fuck
that
off.
as you get up there,
It's England.
is it just you?
Yeah.
I'll
You're
come
going
up
up
there
to-
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
I
you-
wander there
So
eventually.
you get there eventually, just as the light from the dawn actually comes to these creatures. You note firstly that the one uninjured creature who had stopped doing anything when was hit by Horatius.
Yeah.
He first just sort of shakes and look like he moves like he doesn't know where he is, and he then turns and just walks off randomly to the forest. And when the light hits all of the others, they also seem to become aware of their surroundings and who they are, and they all go their separate ways.
Do they look still or not?
The one looks uninjured, and he sort of stands up erect and walks.
Sorry, they had sunken
Yeah,
eyes.
they haven't grown eyes or anything. They're still creatures, but they lose their purpose, and they go off randomly and not in the mob. And the women seem to be very disappointed at this, and sort of turn and go off in a you've disappointed me, and I will be back, and you will pay.
Yeah, you better run.
Up at you, so can.
A little bit of weed.
You
Girls looking at
when
me.
they look up at you, all of you scream in fear.
I go and look at Ben like.
I'm sure I'll get over it.
Yeah, cool. And yeah, so these creatures
Wow.
will sort of dissipate and move away. But as the dawn also comes, you hear a groaning downstairs
Right.
from two voices that you recognise.
Oh, the boys. The boys are back. All right.
Yeah.
Yes,
And I think that we can leave.
we can leave it at
Leave
that.
it there.
Excellent. Thank you, Murray.
Pleasure.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Isn't Spurious afraid of the dawn?
Oh yeah, did I
No, sunset. It was sunset.
Sunset,
It was
okay,
sunset.
yeah.
And
So-
that was only if he lost any more sand, and he's still
Right.
going to vomit at the sight of blood for another day.
So as long as it's not nighttime, everything's totally cool.
Yeah, that's why we were travelling during the day.
That's right. So it'll just be like half of the 24-hour period each time.
Yeah.
And you know what? Who knows what can happen in the night?
That's right.
Because every time you think you're safe,
Doors open. Who
And, you know,
opened, who
yeah,
opened
if
the
you're
doors?
doing 20 miles a day,
Moving,
there's
I
still
guess.
another
Hmm?
9
Yeah.
sessions.
Yeah.
Who opened the doors?
It was our buddies, right?
it was the women.
Oh, the women.
The women.
Yeah.
Oh, they walked in and got the guys and opened the door. Okay,
Yeah. And what I was saying to these guys, and sorry, it was off camera, was the fact that because they didn't go out the door with the bloody handle, because you
In the
left
original
it,
gatehouse.
that was where the pig carcass was with the blood that they'd written on the wall.
Ah,
So the two
oh,
guys, they were
dead.
completely uninjured,
Ah.
but you guys didn't go south at all, so you didn't see that, so you didn't learn that it wasn't the blood of the two Roman friends that
Yeah.
Ben's character didn't care about at all.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, nice.
All right.
Awesome.
Any questions? We're happy to chat and
Oh,
answer
pizza
stuff.
comes.
Yes.
Werewolf Walk of Shame, Warren says. That's cool. Oh, well, guys, we're not going to eat anyone today.
Guys,
I
we're
didn't
not
even-
werewolves. We're werewolves, not swearwolves.
That's right.
Nice.
I didn't even take a single scratch, nor in fact
You took 6 sanity.
I took. Well, I didn't.
You've
cut
got a
any-
fear of breast. That's worse
right,
than any
That's
cut.
right. Yeah, that's right. But I don't believe I damaged. Oh, no, I
You
broke one pot in someone's face.
You did break a pot in someone's face, and it took 1 hit point off
That's
them.
right. Angrily.
Johnny was the
I was slaying
Johnny
these
and
creatures
Horatius
left,
were
right,
the
and
2
centre.
champions.
He was
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, Derek's spears weren't particularly effective.
No, they're a bit weak. But,
Oh, your rock slide was good.
The rock slide was
Rock
good,
slide
but I
took
took
him out.
6 damage.
You took more damage than.
I don't know how I ended up being the
You were the tank.
tank.
You were absolutely the tank.
Because I think I just rolled lucky.
Mm. Well, you rolled maximum damage 4 times.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I am strong.
I
I
rolled
got a
minimum
1d4
damage
damage
5
bonus.
times.
Hey, everyone! If you want more gaming to watch, 'cause
Ooh.
this is all in the benefit of International Tabletop Game.
It is.
Day. Critical Role ran a game where they all played goblins, and yeah, it's really really amazing. So I definitely recommend watching that one.
Okay.
And they played Pathfinder and yeah, featured Sirenscape. and it
Otherwise,
was
go to our
super
YouTube channel.
Go to our YouTube channel. There's lots of stuff.
Dicestormers.com.
Dicestormers.com. Yeah,
Or-
search on YouTube for Critical Role,
Yep.
Paizo Sirenscape, or Pathfinder Sirenscape. Yeah, go to YouTube.com. But you probably all know that as well. Are you guys all aware of?
You all-
presumably
you all-
why
I
you're
think
gaming?
Dice Stormers
Moobot
subscribers.
Moobot occasionally.
Oh yeah, look, there's
gives
all the
you
links there.
links.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
look,
Moobot will
sweet,
tell
sweet.
you that we're playing D&D, which is a lie.
That's right.
Yes.
Ignore Moobot. And I
Or,
don't,
don't
or else you're
ignore
going to get
Moobot
really
because
confused
Moobot
because
has
it
the
didn't
links to all
sound
our
or look
stuff.
anything like D&D.
yeah, I just tried to post a link, so I can't because
And Nightbot went off at you.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I did.
Um,
Oh boy, it's clobbering time. I need to log in to one thingy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Any questions?
Any
Any
questions?
Roman artifacts?
Yeah, would anyone like
Actual
some
Roman artifacts that you would like me to talk about?
some more
Can you
education
tell me about
on
this
history?
So that is a
Hold it up.
Roman piece of Roman glass.
That's
so
incredible. It's so fine. It's always finer than I expected to be.
it's a vase, obviously, probably for either flowers or oil. And what happens when it gets buried in the ground for 2,000 years, Derek, is that the glass reacts with the chemicals in the ground, and of course you get the iridescence. So Roman glass doesn't naturally have the iridescence. That's
okay. So that's not a decorative thing.
No, that's a burial.
Time.
What's happened to it being buried for so long?
Amazing. And some bone dice.
We've got some. They're deer horn antler dice. The Romans gambled a lot, so we have lots of dice surviving from Roman camps. So they're D6s. We know that the Romans did have bigger dice. There are alphabet dice, so there were 24 letters in the Roman alphabet, and they had dice for each letter. Just like there are things like that's associated with divination. So it's a little bit worrying that if you find a 24-sided Roman dice. And we've got lead sling bullets from the ancient world. So from slings, they travel about 300 miles an hour and do very massive amounts of damage because they're about, what do you reckon, about 100 grams each?
Yeah.
In weight, they're quite heavy.
I would not like to be hit by one of them. So
Yeah. I would not like to be, running into battle and have a whole
a wave
cloud of them
Yeah,
coming
yeah,
at me
absolutely.
from an army of slingers.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can actually see this, but it has the symbol of trident on it.
Yep. On one side it's got Poseidon's trident. On the other side it's got the thunderbolt of Jupiter. Yes.
It's even harder to see.
Yeah, it's a bit faded. That's why I could afford it.
Awesome.
Any questions?
So
It
you
must be very late in the
People,
night.
people asking about your ancient historyness. So just,
My ancient historyness.
You studied.
So I studied Greek and Roman military history. In fact, this morning I was doing a podcast on ancient warfare. So I do the History Network Ancient Warfare podcasts. And from there, I started writing articles and things like that on ancient history. Loved the ancient history. Then I became an opera singer, which is how I met Ben through opera. And how we discovered that we both liked role playing was through that work. So the ancient history sort of has been a constant there. Yeah, I was an un-PC military historian back in the 1990s when studying warfare and military history was sort of frowned upon, but I stuck to my guns. An anachronistic reference intended. And I stuck to my swords. And so I just love all aspects of ancient history and Greek and Roman warfare and all sorts of weird things. I was boring Johnny before about ancient coinage and things like that.
Ancient coinage.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Ancient coinage and numismatics.
What's amazing,
Things like
what I love about the games you run, Murray, is that I feel like I've been a part of history, and in the time period, it feels like
You defended the town of Vindora
pretty
amazingly
cool.
well.
I mean, obviously there probably weren't zombies and things, or were zombie things.
Wow.
That's right, but who
Bear
knows?
things, whatever they are.
But there's a game, the Vikings Discovering America.
Yeah,
It's on our
Vikings
YouTube
in
channel.
America. Yep.
So search for that on Dicestormers.
Yeah.
Because that's amazing. Because I got to be the Vikings who discovered America. It was so cool. So I feel like I've been there and
Fought
done
the
it.
Skraelings.
There's nothing quite like occupying the time and space to really feel
Yeah.
A sense of connection to
Lots
history.
of detail.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm.
I love that.
And having all these props on the table is just so much fun as well.
Well, having the map, and
Yeah.
I think because it's a map we recognise the shape of in terms of Britain.
Yeah.
There's a sort of
Yeah.
and of us, three of us have been to Hadrian's Wall, so it's like it's got a connection to it in a way, which is great.
Mm.
Awesome.
Excellent.
Any more questions?
Well, someone asked what age we were when we started playing. Yeah, as I said, there's that wonderful interview which will be coming up, but let's just answer quickly.
14, 15 or so.
I was 11 and got the red box.
Mm.
It was amazing.
25.
I was 12. No, 11 back in 1983 when I started playing, and then stopped because I had a horrible 17-year-old dungeon master, and then didn't play. I mean, I've always been interested in military history and soldiers and models and wargaming and things, and then didn't game again until I met Ben in 2010. So I was so a gap between the age of 11 and 38.
Yeah.
So I gamed again in 38, and it's only 27-year gap.
Warren says, the Ancient History podcast is actually quite interesting. It's a bit like being a fly on a wall near a bunch of very knowledgeable people having a chat.
Oh man, the one this morning went off this morning. We were talking about the aftermath battle, so the spoils, stripping the dead and booty, and which is weird because booty to ancient historian is the spoils of war. But lots of people were like, "Can you not call it booty?" Yeah, look at that.
Fire it, booty.
No, booty isn't.
Booty.
That booty.
Oh,
they've got nice booty. Yes. So booty for us is not that.
I'd like to get my hands on that booty.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
So they don't call it loot?
No. Spoils of war were always called booty. Always called booty.
That's weird. I thought it was just a pirate term.
No.
There you go.
Yeah. So we did a good one this morning.
Nice.
Bootylicious.
Wonderful. Yes. Thank you for everyone who stayed and watched and participated.
Thank you.
It was super
Thank you.
fun.
Especially anyone on the East Coast, because it must be like 4 a.m. where you are now.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So we will
But
we will try and get a regular schedule and all that
UK
stuff.
and New Zealand and Australia, obviously.
And have a great international tabletop.
Yes,
day.
enjoy the
Go
day.
and show-
We brought it in with Cthulhu. Roman
Go and
Cthulhu.
tweet at Geek and Sundry about how awesome the Dicestormers are, because there's a hashtag there they're going to be picking up.
Tell your friends.
And as I said, check out my contribution, which was the Critical Role game with Sirenscape and Pathfinder, which was fantastic. Great to get Matt Mercer playing Pathfinder. And check that out and show them support and spread the news about the Dicestormers. We want to build this audience up. We've got a huge audience on YouTube, but Twitch is something we're really enjoying doing. So
And especially being able to interact with you live.
Oh, it's so cool.
It's so cool to actually ask you to contribute to the game and know you're out there watching from all parts of the world. That's really cool.
We will try and give you more notice next time.
Sorry.
We're really sorry about that.
And sorry about the video quality that was obviously new here. And
when I did the stream
sure.
at my house, I literally did 48 hours setting up and testing and everything, and I arrived really late from where I was today, so we did literally no testing
and no setup.
So we shall continue to work on that.
It's really lovely. Look, if you send messages to us on the Dicestorm website or on YouTube, we'll make personal connections and reply and chat.
Probably the Facebook and the YouTube.
And the Facebook and all that.
Yeah.
We're all
website.
really keen to build the community worldwide of gamers, and if you like the way and the style that we play the game. If you don't like the way and style, then you probably aren't watching. But if you do, and it's something that you want to perpetuate and spread, then that's something we have in common. We want more people to game in a friendly and enjoyable fashion, even when you're fighting nameless horrors.
4:30. Tricomet says. Does that mean
4:30
Are you
a.m.?
up at 4:30 on the East Coast?
That's insane.
Thank you.
Wow.
That's amazing.
we love you?
We love you.
You should sleep.
Yes, you should sleep.
Go and have Cthulhu dreams. Oh no, God, that's horrible. Think happy thoughts, fluffy bunnies,
Yes.
and go to sleep.
Yay!
I don't
Breasts and blood.
I don't want to hear the screams
Breasts and blood.
and vomit. I don't want to hear the screams from the East Coast over here.
Excellent.
Lovely.
Bye.
Thank you guys. Bye.